sorry if it's just the three of us. There's not much of a recap that needs to happen. I guess whatever we do now, we'll just tack onto the recap next time.
Mm-hmm.
Assuming that I can remember long enough to write it down after my computer gets fixed, so my note app gets recovered. This is where I find out all of my files are gone. That's currently happening to Pine.
Oh yikes!
I also have his computer because his computer shit the bed as well. But he took it to Micro Center and they did diagnostics. And it's like, yeah, we can try to recover all the data, but it's not looking too good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he borrow your keyboard by chance?
No, he didn't. Which is why my working theory right now is that his computer went down and then he wanted to bring me down with him, so he broke mine. I don't know how he did it, but I'm sure he did it.
Interesting. Is that a fucking cat in there? There's a cat in there.
Yeah, you know about that.
I remember the cat.
I am not a rememberer, as we all may know.
Anne was a man on a mission, so that kind of makes sense.
The cat's name is Touche.
Yeah, I kind of was just trying to, like, bulldoze through the Karen to...
Karen.
Yeah, I was Karening out.
Oh my god, D&D Beyond is gay right now. Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, right now.
Slay.
I told Carter about my triple marriage, and he said, "Good for you, honestly. Get that back."
Hell yeah. I love being taken advantage of by women.
Bisexual tieflings rise up.
Rise up.
For the duration of this campaign, Lona will also be treated as a tiefling. Or I guess for the duration of this month.
Yeah. It was so funny. One of my really close friends, Michael, he texted me on June 1st and he's like, I just wanted to wish you a happy Pride, Nikki. I hope you have a good month and day. I was like, oh, and I was like, oh my god, my boyfriend didn't even wish me happy Pride month yet. I'm going to start an argument. And he was like, yeah, I haven't been able to text you it yet. I'm like, oh, okay, never mind. I'm not starting an argument.
No, you see, he should have like made a. If he was really committed, he would have scripted it so that when it rolled over to like June 1st, then it immediately like auto send.
I just learned that you can do that.
Nerd.
Oh damn.
Who, me?
Yeah.
What? I do that for my birthday. I have a thing that sends an email to myself for my birthday.
You tell yourself happy birthday?
Yes.
Honestly, hell yeah.
Because there was two reasons. One, there was a long stretch of time where nobody else was doing it, and I was sad. And then the other part is I always forget it's my birthday. Like a week before, I'll be like, "Ooh, it's a week till my birthday," and then the week of my birthday, I'll be like, "Man, I got a lot of shit going on. I'm glad I don't have anything else to do this week." And then somebody will be like, "Hey, you want to go out tonight?" I'm like, "What? No, why?" It's like, well, you know, I'm like, oh fuck.
Duh.
No, I'm older. My knees. But yeah, so yeah, now you know you can auto send. You can like schedule an email or a message.
I'll schedule an email or a message for your next birthday.
Thank you.
I actually never remember anyone's birthday, not even my own husband. So
I have a page on my notes app on my phone for some of my friends' birthdays. The ones that I can't conveniently make a memory peg for.
Ollie made it really easy for me to remember his birthday. Bless his heart.
How's that?
It's Christmas Eve.
Dude.
Oh, hell yeah. Dude, I thought I had it down. Apparently in my notes app, this motherfucker. The reason it's in my notes app like this is because this is what I would have been told a long time ago. I have Havoc's birthday as December 27th. And for the longest time, even last year, we celebrated on December 27th. Come this year, I find out it's December 28th, and he's been bullshitting this whole time. I know it's only a day off, but still.
That is crazy, though.
Yeah, motherfucker.
So
now I know.
Is it like advisable for us to talk to Avarice when we're missing people, or should we?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. Because I can just say that everyone else is doing some kind of downtime activity.
Right.
I think Azura wasn't with you guys when you guys went down to like talk to Levistus. So I think Azura is. I forget if we said she was poisoned again or meditating. I think she'll just be doing that because she recently changed her subclass from Wildfire Druid to Dream Druid because she never used the Wildfire aspect. So now I'm imagining she does a lot more like soothsaying and like dream walking when she meditates. So she's getting used to that still.
Sure.
I think I can have Torian and Cassian go off on their own again to try and like do so. I have an idea for them, and I'm going to just give you guys a separate idea. But what we come back to is you have just kind of kicked Kaldaroth in the nuts, punched him in the teeth, because you're in charge now. But kind of based on his reaction, as you guys leave this space and reconvene in the care, you'll see that everybody is kind of looking at you in the same way. In a way that Kaldaroth also knew instinctively that you guys are in charge now, but he doesn't look at you with like reverence. It's the difference between looking at somebody who is your boss and who is your leader.
Right.
Everyone knows you're the boss right now, but they still look to Kaldaroth. Like some of them that were in Kaldaroth's fashion still look to Kaldaroth as a kind of leader of just like they would go to him to be like, what do we do, before they go to you who's actually in charge. And I think you also see that there are people who aren't looking at Kaldaroth like that. Probably they were in the Dwarven lady's faction. I forget what her name was all of a sudden, but that's what I get for not having my notes.
Is it Mama Coco?
That's what you guys called her. And yes, that is another thing, is that there are people who aren't looking to Kaldaroth as a leader, but they're not looking at you as a leader as well, and presumably you knew that there was this other faction there that like favored her. C13. That would be here. Hethel was her name. And you know, I don't know if you've told the rest of the party, but you have discerned the idea that she is dead, because when you talked to her, she kind of just stopped moving and speaking, like when she finished talking to you, and I think you walked out of there thinking like, well, she's said all that she wants to now, she's done. And then later I think you realized, boy, she might be dead. Either that or we said that after the session, so that's just meta knowledge. But yes, you're right, she is dead.
He passed away.
Yes, which in certain aspects is a good thing, potentially, and certain aspects is a bad thing, potentially, because now there is the hierarchy of command in this space is not great. You have three people potentially following the logic of two factions. You haven't met Avarice yet, but you've heard mention of her, so there's potentially even a faction of her or some line of logic that people would follow her, even if they were part of another faction. You have three individuals who are considered the head honchos, and then you have the person that corporate came down and said, this is your new store manager. And if for anyone who's worked in retail ever, getting a new store manager is hell, because it's like, yes, you're the boss, no, we don't trust you. Or most of them are like, no, we don't even like you yet. So there is a certain level of command interference that is, you can feel it rising. There's going to be a dissonance in people, because it's not like mind control, right? They're not servants of the devil, and the devil says you're in charge, and now they have no choice but to do what you say. It's more like it's more like a store manager thing. It's like if you say something and they say no, there might be like reprimanding involved, or they might get fired, which in this case is bad because it probably means they'll die. But they're not, you know, for those who like, for anyone for whatever reason who would prefer death to following somebody they don't trust or doing orders for somebody else like that, they would die, and then their souls would, whatever happens to their souls would happen to their souls after making a deal with the devil and dying. Usually they become a lemur, but I don't know if this makes lemur. I'm glad you said. You know what? Take a DM's inspiration for that.
Oh, thank you.
I'm glad you said that. I don't think the other two would have gotten that. But that's like a memory peg. So yes, as you guys are like filling in this space and like getting a new read on everything, what are you doing in this moment? Azura is off meditating. I'll say the rest of you are here present.
All right.
Are we still down in the dungeons?
I would say you're like next to the cellar door. You are you'd be over here in this area. Because you came up, you brought Keldaroth out after he very much tried to kill you, but yes, I'd say you could go back into the dungeons if you wish.
So we just got done talking to Levistus and like
New information to digest for some people.
yeah. We got confirmation that Anne really does have
And is it
a
schizo?
non-imaginary friend.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my
I'm not
God.
sure I'm not sure what's worse. That she was telling the truth or that she was telling the truth.
Yeah, what is Anne looking like right now?
I think we described that when you came back out, you were no longer Pris-Anne. Your body was still Pris-Anne, but your clothes went back to Cutie Patootie.
She's Cutie Patootie
and
mode.
I believe your horn got fixed as well, but it's not fixed like back to what it was. It's kind of like,
It's
I forgot how I
freaky
described it
fixed.
before, but it's like it's bluish. It's got like more of a bluish hue to it with a little bit of like a Chardonnay tip going on,
Sure.
something like that.
I kind of imagined it like, you know how like in Destiny, how Stasis like kind of gives a little like crackly ice type texture sometimes.
No, I've never played Destiny. Is that like a game or something?
I hate you so much.
The hit game.
You wonder why I hit you with trains all the time.
What? No! You do that out of love, right? Right? But yes, what are we talking about?
A buff lady in a cute dress.
She has the muscles.
Muscles.
The muscles. Yeah, she just beat up Keldaroth with. She seems angry, but showing an unusual amount of restraint for Anne's standards.
Is he just groveling on the floor?
No. Now that you guys are out of the cellar, he's actually like got himself like fixed up really tight. You can tell like there's like a bit of like snot coming out of his nose that he's really trying to like from very much like where he was like trying to hold it together. And he's trying to like clean himself up and like look proper now that he's like in front of like some of the soldiers. I believe I said two of which were like very much in his faction. And you see that one of them actually like a fourth one actually comes over from like the wall where he was waiting. He wasn't here when you guys went down. And he approaches Kaldaroth and speaks privately to Kaldaroth. And Kaldaroth is like, "She's dead. You're sure of it?" He kind of like looks and side eyes you, and you can see he's like trying to do some mental math of just like, is the timing too much of a coincidence? Is this? Are you here because this was supposed to happen? And he says, "Very well. We will hold an election then. A reorganizing of the troops in a few days. Give us time to prepare." And he says, "Yes, sir." And then he like shifts off to like essentially go spread that order. And he just turns and regards you and says, "Well, it would seem that you have been promoted. Congratulations. You have your run of the keep. We will do our best to aid you as well, though know that we also have prior endeavors that many of us were eager to see complete. It occurs, it's been made note to me that one of our dear elders here, a dwarf by the name of Hethel, has passed away recently. She was something of a soothsayer and advisor to many of our plans, as well as a spiritual leader in this community. She also oversaw quite a few of our dealings and machinations here, and we will need somebody to replace her. It is possible that our Lord has chosen you, chosen to give you this place, knowing that this fate would befall dear Hethel." And you see when he says dear Hethel, it's very kind of like dear Hethel, of just like he doesn't believe it, but he wants to like, it's politics. And all the while he's still trying to suss out, it's like, did it happen because they showed up? Can I use that? Or did they show up because it was going to happen? He can't really be sure. Because Ethel's a soothsayer, or Hethel's a soothsayer, if it were anyone else, you feel like there'd be an easier presence in his mind to like be able to spin it of just like, they show up and then they die? That's crazy. Coincidence.
Can I try to insight? Can I see if I could tell that he's suspicious and having these thoughts?
Yeah, I'm saying that you can. Because I think you guys... I forget if I said exactly. One of you in particular got a very good insight check on him to the point where I was just... Yes, to the point where I was just like, yes, I think it was you. I think you got him bead for bead. I think you know exactly what kind of guy this is and what any twitch of his eyebrows might mean. But knowing is half the battle in this term. So he's like, there will be a meeting held between the leaders of the knights, and we will attempt to elect a new official to take over Hethel's responsibilities. I encourage you to be there, as seeing as that you are a newly forced leader in this community. It might behoove you to garner some attention as one, as well as potentially fill in for these responsibilities. And basically, what I think, Lonan, what you're picking up on this is he's telling you that because you are in charge, one of the leaders now, but he's saying this to Anne. He's not really regarding the rest of you, but he's saying this to Anne. He's like, because you're in charge now, quote unquote, you have to show up to this meeting. You cannot see enough into him, or rather, you see so much into him that he's like, I don't care if you do, though. If you don't show up, whatever. More discredit for you. But you definitely see that he's really kind of banking on the table dips at one end,
Mhm.
as it were. You have a seat at the table, the bench is unstable, and it dips at one end. So you're hoping that, like, even though the boss, the devil, was like, she's in charge now, you're hoping that you see that he's hoping that people's personal preference for who to listen to will actually kind of make that position irrelevant.
Gotcha. What a shitter.
What a shitter! But you have to realize that that's this guy's power. His power is politics and and planning, not really. Whereas you guys could potentially do. You guys can have political power and stuff like that because you guys are capable of making friends or even just blackmailing people. You guys are capable of the social aspect of everything. The level of strength that you guys have, though, far and away outpaces anything that this guy is capable of.
No, I could fold him like a lawn chair in a windstorm.
You could.
I
Ronan
should
doesn't think about
after what he
blackmail, She
did.
thinks about torture.
So he regards you and then leaves. It's like, I have some prior duties to see to fruition. I will reconvene with you at the meeting. It will be in 2 days. And then he kind of ships off down there and ships off and leaves you guys here. You're not alone. They still got these 3 other guards in this area, but you do now have. I'd leave it to you. Is there anything you want to endeavor for?
Well, clearly we have some. We're already behind.
Yeah, who died?
Who died?
Yeah, didn't he say someone died?
The Mama Coco died. Her.
Hethel?
Did Anne
Ethel.
tell everyone what she told you? What Mama Coco told you?
No. I don't
You
think
just
so.
marched right down to the dungeons.
Well, okay.
I remember
without
that
the
now.
without the conversation that happened after the session of confirming that she was dead, I, in my heart of hearts, don't think Anne thought that she was dead. She just thought she was done talking and was walking with the lean to go do the next thing.
No, I think that's exactly what happened. And I think
So
now
this is
Anna's
news to Anne.
I think Anna's realizing, oh, you walked out on a dead woman. You watched that woman die.
Lonan, I think I walked out on a dead woman.
What did you do to her?
Nothing. I was talking to her and she was looking. She was just sitting in the chair, looking at a fire, talking to me about introspective, deep things.
That,
That tends to be lethal for old people.
I guess so.
I didn't know.
They have a very
No.
limited amount of energy left, Anne. You made it wasted on talking?
What did she tell you?
Was it help, I'm dying?
No, she was just saying that patience is a virtue, pretty much.
So you waited for her to die?
No!
Well, it doesn't look good that you were the last one to talk to her.
We're already
was-
not very well liked here.
How would I
If
have
she was
killed
some kind
her?
of respected leader, I don't, I wouldn't blame you if you did.
Maybe
I'm
I
just
should show
saying.
them that I kill people with hammers. Okay, hold on. We could.
Yeah, let's go kill that guy with a hammer.
You see that Snorb looks at one of the other guards and he shifts his eyes away from you guys and is very clearly focusing on this conversation.
Well, I'm just really good with this thing, and I don't want people to run around thinking that I'm a granny killer of some sort.
Are you?
Well,
Maybe we should order a autopsy.
Yeah,
Right.
what is the state of the medical staff here?
But
Yeah, they have like a sick bay, like a med bay and stuff like that.
what?
And
if
what
the-
about this meeting?
Yeah,
Are you
I have a feeling that guy doesn't want me to be there, which means that I definitely, most certainly, must be there.
So are you like I know that Levistus like told you you're in charge, but like is that what you want?
I mean, she stops and thinks about it.
It's a simple question, Doctor.
It's
Are you able to hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, okay. Because I was saying I got Speak with the Dead at my butt crack if we want to use that shit. I was like screaming and I was like, please.
Oh,
You have it up
Yeah,
your
we could
window?
let's prove your innocence. I also have Speak with the Dead.
Yeah, you just got it ready to go, I think, as well.
I was hooting and hollering. I didn't know I
oh
was
my
muted.
God.
Aw.
Between the two, we've got 10 questions.
True.
Did this woman kill you?
We ask it 10 times. Are you sure this woman didn't kill you?
That'll prove your innocence.
Now, would you be willing to say that in a courtroom setting?
But to answer Lonen's question,
hmm
I suppose it's convenient when people listen to us, but I don't know if it's.
I mean,
I don't know how far my influence will really go here, other than shielding us from getting thrown in a cell again. Well, I didn't. Well, we all got thrown in a cell, I guess, but you know what I mean.
I have a feeling that won't happen again. Without dire consequences, at least. I do think you let them off a little easy, though.
Well, I agree with you, but we don't know this other person.
Oh, the avarice lady that they were talking about, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Should we try to track her down, see what she's about? See where she's
Yeah.
leaning? All right.
Hopefully she's an opposition to Gilmore.
You take some time and ask around about where to find her, and a lot of like what you get is like, oh, you don't want to mess with her. It's like, you probably shouldn't bug her right now, and this and that. She likes her solitude, but you do discern that she is back in the basement, and you actually had to pass her wing. You see that she's managed to convince everybody to give her a whole section of the underground basement area
Mm-hmm.
to herself.
Oh, yeah. Who didn't someone tell us to talk to her? Was it Levistus? Or was it Mama Coco and I wasn't there?
It might have been Levistus.
I feel like I remember someone telling us to talk that we had to talk to her for some reason.
I think Levistus mentioned that she could help you with some of your items. Somebody did. Or maybe that was just me in my head. Because she could help you with some of your items. Mostly blue.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I do remember that actually. Oh, also, I think Lonan too, because she was like, what does this have to do with my quest? And he was like, trust. Just talk to her. Or something like that. I don't know.
Oh no. That sounds like something I need my notes for.
Honestly, I don't like fully remember either. I don't mind notes. I'm just freeballing out here. Although I've been so invested in RP conversation that I have not been taking notes recently.
That's the best time to do RP
I
conversation.
know.
I need notes for combat. But yes, if you would like to go speak to Avarice, you can.
Woohoo. We're talking to the lady that doesn't want to be talked to. This will be good.
I'm just gonna put you. I'm gonna put Anne down here as soon as you three. I'm gonna say that. I'll say it's all of you. But yes, you reload yourselves onto this boat, and instead of sailing all the way down through the frigid waters in this cistern to the cell where you met your friends the previous time, about halfway down there is a closed oak door. Upon opening that oak door, you see, in much nicer condition than anything else down here, is a foyer that splits off into a left and a right room. I believe the left room is. This. Let me see. As upon you enter, to the right, where I put Amber now, is seems to be Avarice's quarters, and then off to the other side, the left here, is a sort of like, it looks like a storage area where there's a large iron lever that you know from being through here before is used to control the portcullis that leads to the prison cells.
Okay.
It is currently that closed, and the prison cells are closed, so those people are in there. But yes, you arrive, and within this area, you see. Let me see if I can get a picture of her.
It's a bird.
Yes.
A plane.
This room is the private quarters of an albino tiefling who sits at a small desk in the dark, writing in a book with a white feather, with white leather covers. An ink-black crow perches on one of her horns and seems to read along with her scrivening? What the fuck? Without taking her eyes off the page, she says to you, "Get out."
Oh, okay.
She does have a picture, but unfortunately, I can't find it right now. I assure you, you'll have one when my computer is fixed. But yes, she without actually regarding you, she just says, "Get out."
Rude.
Did you say that like quietly?
Mm-hmm.
Oh god. That's one way to introduce yourself.
It's not an introduction; it's a rejection.
Never been rejected before. No, just kidding. That's a lie.
Yes,
Oh
I
my
believe a group
God.
of people a few towns over called you a demon.
Wait, how do you know that?
I know a lot of things. It's my job to know things going on in this area.
Hmm.
I'm quite plugged in.
Is that why you're too busy to speak with us? You already know everything?
I just don't think I have any reason to speak with you. Do I?
And like squints and like distinctly remembers that there was a second yelp heard down here when Keldaroth had yelped when he had a headache.
Yes, and I think you can discern that was probably her.
Yeah.
Ah, I see. You're referring to your newly appointed position. But I don't know why that would cause for you and I to have a reason to speak. As I'm sure you've seen with Keldaroth, you might be in charge, but you're not in charge. Do you have something you need from me? Is that what it is?
Well, I obviously am new and just trying to get a lay of the land here. It seems like this Karen is pretty divided.
Yes, mostly between Calderoth's faction and Hethel's. Though now that Hethel is dead, it's kind of just for Calderoth to run.
And what do you think of
I
that?
have my. She like shakes. She like shrugs. Not really any of my business. I'm here for support. I'm here to support them. They're here to support me, and it's mutually beneficial, largely. They don't get in my way, and they leave when I tell them to. Even Calderoth does. And I think you remember, one of you, I think, might have had the insight check on this. Calderoth is very happy to have just like, oh, you just want to be left alone in these, like, basically in the cellar, out of eyesight of everyone, even though you have, like, some sway. Fucking perfect. Yeah, absolutely. We'll set you up down there. So very much so, like, kind of like you, even though she is in a position where she can be in charge, just how she's conducting herself and what she wants and just how she wants to interact with the cult still leaves it so that right now Calderoth is basically running the roost. There does need to be somebody, by the way he spoke of it, there does need to be an election to have somebody fill in Hethel's shoes. But as until that happens, it's kind of just him running the place.
That's not great for us.
So you're happy to just sit down here by yourself and let him wreak havoc up there?
I'm not here by myself. I'm here with Skellm.
Either way.
She gestures to her raven.
It looks like the feather that Snorp painted for her.
Yes, except I don't know if this has come up in canon or if we just talked about it like off mic.
Mhm.
Your feather is significantly more interesting than just like a raven feather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think she's actually like
I don't think Snorp knows either.
yeah, she hasn't
think
really
it's
like given any thought. Besides
think
a
it's
kind
just-
gesture.
Yeah, it's the one that he found that he could like char or paint and have it turn black, and it didn't like fall apart on itself.
Well, it was Levistus's recommendation that we speak with you and, and let us know if there's anything we can do to support your interests.
As you mentioned, supporting her interests, she kind of like puts her pen down and like regards you. You wish to support my interests. What do you know about my interests?
Nothing yet.
Just that I have separate ones.
Mm-hmm.
The point of conversation.
Well, it wouldn't hurt to have more people active in the field on my behalf rather than them running around for their needs, though I understand their needs are quite prescient, especially when considering Lord Levistus's personal angle on it. And you guys know that you guys know who Levisis is actually fighting in this moment, but I think he's told you guys, or you've discerned that the other members of the cult might not know it. They're like very much against the Dwerger. But I think in this moment you kind of glean what she's picking up or what she's putting down, and that is that she also knows exactly who Levisis is against in this moment.
I like this spooky lady. And her birdie.
Information is power. Thank you. She gestures to your feather. I like your style as well.
Oh.
And like looks between you guys like all right.
Anne's gonna be in the cook chair while Loaded and Avarice are playing ping pong. New best friends on the way. But she says, very well. What do you need help with first? Let's address that. You've come to me seeking something, have you not?
Couple of different somethings, I think.
I don't think Anne had one of the things. I think it's you guys.
Well,
Oh. Well, I mean, if you know everything, surely you know why I am here.
I didn't say I know everything, my
Hmm.
dear. Just that it's my business to know everything.
Well, I am here to support Anne, but also I'm here for Oral. And I've been like tirelessly looking for information on her. Anything that would help me get to her.
I see. Well, I might be able to help with that. I might very well be able to help with that.
Common ground.
Is there
I
anything
would
else?
appreciate that. I mean, we have someone else who is having trouble. I don't actually remember what is going on with Cassian. But yeah, we have someone else here who also
He wants his bow fixed.
wants his bow fixed.
I see.
That's not the euphemism, by the way.
No, I'm aware that it's not.
Sure, of course.
I'm not into men. He wouldn't be fixing his bow anyway,
Oh,
if it was a euphemism.
good to know. Good to
Bow is
know.
a very strange euphemism for penis. I've heard sword, I've heard staff, I've heard generally straight objects. You don't usually hear when it was a curve.
Listen, I don't know anything about what he's packing. I was just being humorous.
I know exactly what he's packing.
Oh,
A broken bow.
Yeah, exactly.
That needs fixing. Yes.
Yes, of course. The dragon wing bow. Is what he's
Yes.
packing. I can see him holding it now.
How?
He's standing behind you.
Oh.
He's
I
like,
didn't know that
"Hey."
he was here. Where did you
Just
go?
Anne in the room.
I was here the whole time. I came with you guys.
Duh.
Yes, I can potentially work something out for that bow. That will require some materials, some of which you will have to go and require or procure. What am I trying to say?
Pure.
Procure. Fuck me. And then some of which we have here in camp. Though as to whether or not Whether or not they can be deemed usable is up to requisitions, not I. I could requisition them, but seeing as that this is to fix your bow, you might have to curry favor with them. As a
Ugh.
matter of fact, much of what you guys wish to accomplish would benefit greatly from you procuring favor with the troops here.
I really did not think this job would require so many politics.
Well, isn't that the dream? That something is just simple and straightforward.
That's usually how it goes for me.
Simple and straightforward?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder. Is that just because it is simple and straightforward, or because you don't ask enough questions?
I've never had the reason to ask questions.
Perhaps you ought to start.
Hmm.
Tell you what. There is a certain desire I have that points me in the direction of Oral as well. And if you say she is your goal, then I think perhaps our goals align. However, seeing those goals to fruition might require resources of the cult. Resources of the cult, as I'm sure, as I know, not as in, she didn't even say I'm sure, as I know you have attempted to acquire already, have somewhat been received by closed ears. And you remember you talked about, like, we got to go after all, we got to do this and that, and everyone was like, no, the Dwergers. That's the mission. And Anne is definitely in charge right now. So she could fully be like, no. We're going after these guys. After Oral right now. But how much the troops are going to like willingly throw themselves into this new task after they've been on this previous task for so long. And many of them are like even like when a cop gets too close to a case, it's like they're like, no, we gotta get these fucking Dwergers now. They've been
Like a
fucking with us
bloodhound.
they've been fucking with us for too long. And now it's like it's gone from being like just the job that they have been working on for a long time to they've been working on it for so long and they put so much like stock into it or they've lost people to it that it's like no. Now it's personal.
Sure.
Some part of every person here thinks that they're the main character.
Yeah.
I'm just like, no, dude, the devil gave me the second chance. Now it's personal.
Actually, we're the main character, so
Don't they know that? But you see the Avarice kind of leans forward and says, there are some things you can do in a relatively short amount of time, I would imagine, that would provide a significant boost to your credibility and people's desire to help you. Many of those things involve the Dwergers. If you can thwart the Dwergar plot, then obviously they have nothing else to complain about. Or if you can link the Dwergar plot to the presence of Oral, they have no reason to then be like, oh, no, we can't do their thing. We have to do our thing. Because then they'll think, oh, it's the same thing.
Wait, who was the Zardoc guy? I
the
know.
leader.
Is he the leader of the Dwergar?
Zardoc Sunblight?
Yeah.
I wish I knew in my notes where you heard that name before, but yes, he is one of the leaders of Dwergar.
I know what we have to do.
Yeah, we were told specifically about the leader of the Dwergar at some point. Probably from Kelp. I don't remember his name. The turd.
Oh, Keldaroth.
Keldroth. Yeah, I think he told us. He was like trying to just give us a job.
You see, she doesn't know who the fuck you're talking about until you said Keldroth. It's like, until you said the turd, and it's like, oh yes.
Yeah. Okay, so it seems like no matter what, I have to work around this Duergar problem.
Assuming you wish to use the cult's resources, which I personally would recommend. We've amassed quite a few, even if the resources are simply manpower.
Yeah. I do feel like I'm a little bit in over my head with this, so it probably is not a bad idea.
One can't be blamed for being in over their head if their target is a deity, I find.
Yeah, I guess I didn't really give it much thought before coming on the job.
What did you know before coming on the job that you'd be doing this?
I
Or did you
know.
not ask any questions?
Yeah, I did not have all the information.
Hindsight is 20/20, my dear.
Yeah.
She starts scribbling on a separate piece of paper. Where the fuck is it? Hold on. Give me 1 second. First amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. I need to grab something. All right. So you see she begins scribbling on a piece of paper. And she folds it in half and says, take this. She gestures specifically to you three. It's like, take this to Caer Dineval, north of here. Let me see, where the fuck is it? I missed my computer and all my notes. Caer Dineval. Sorry, not Caer Dineval. You're there. That's where you are. Caer Konig. Caer Konig, north of here. Take this to Corey. She works at the Northern Light Inn in Caer Konig. She is an operative of ours and a friend of mine. Lately, they have been having some disturbances that we have reason to believe are connected to the Duergar. And they have been the most consistent. If we can find their base, forward base, or main, otherwise, it would be a great boon for you guys in any negotiations that happen here within the Caer, as well as potentially giving you a one-up closer glimpse at any way you can connect the two issues together, Oral and the Duergar, or routing out the Duergar. Does this make sense?
Yes.
Está claro?
What was the person's name?
Corey, Cori.
Okay.
And then as she goes to hand you the letter, she like holds it in her hands and tights it, and like keeps it tight. It's like, give this only to Corey. She is our ally. No one else. Understand?
You're talking to Anne.
I'm telling whoever's reaching out for the paper.
I think Haley's AFK, so Alona
here.
will take it.
I'm here.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, go ahead, take it.
But okay, Anne will take it.
Snort goes to reach for the paper, and then Anne takes it.
Smack his hand.
What? Hey, I'm just gonna hold it. Why? It's not even worth anything. Why would I get smacked?
How do I deputize
Oh.
Snorp? I need to deputize Snorp, and then I need him to run around this place and keep shitbag busy. Too busy to be plotting on my demise.
I don't know. You might have to actually rule the roost before that happens, which means you need to. You've already got the hard part, arguably, out of the way of getting the devil to be like, "Yeah, no, you're in charge."
I didn't find that so hard. The hard part was getting down to the basement, where I could
I
go
think
talk
the
to him.
normal person. I think a normal person would find that being the hard part.
Well,
You've already got a huge leg up. Now you just need to prove it to everybody else. Now the real goal is just to prove to everybody else that, you're not just the new store manager, you're a leader. You're not a boss, you're a leader.
right.
You need to prove to them that they'd rather follow you than Shitbag McGee.
Could I buy everybody dinner? How much gold do I have?
You have a lot
Drinks
of.
on us.
Let's see. Oh, I have 823 gold. Woo! We're all having turkey! Or, I guess, what is the
Polar turkey.
Polar bear.
Polar turkey.
Polar
Woolly
turkey.
turkey.
Woolly turkey.
Woolly turkey. Ugh.
Mammurky.
But, and who's gonna be the spiritual leader? Wait, who's
I will do it.
who's the Among Us guy? Who was in the party of people that I don't think any of them are here actually. Talk to Torian's spiritual dude who sent supplies to this place.
Oh, Kelsman.
Yeah.
It was Torian, Cassian, and Nazura. But
And it was
Torian's
literally
here.
everybody who's
He's
not
right
here.
behind us. We can ask him.
Isn't he like a
Yeah,
spiritual
I'm
dude?
here. I mean, he's spiritual and stuff. I think he works with these guys. I don't think he has a necklace. And you see that, like, you notice how, like, all of them have, like, the necklace that is like a Chardolin black sword, as a symbol of Levistus. Even you have the key, which is close enough to that same symbol. And you see that even, like, Avarice has one. She's not wearing it at the moment, but it's, like, with her. It's, like, on her person.
Yeah.
But, she's like, I don't think Kelsman's like the Kelsman is devout to his god, but I don't believe. And I think his god allows, like, certain alignment, like, beneficial alignments like this.
Right.
And you know that, I think Torian would know this, and he'll probably even share with you. It's like, he's aligned, like, his deity is a war deity. So, come to think of it, him selling weapons to this cult is probably not that.
I see.
I shouldn't have been that surprised to find them in that card.
No.
Still don't think you should have stolen any of it, but. And this starts like, hey, you do whatever you want.
Did he
It
give
was-
her the gun yet?
It was my stuff
I think he
retroactively.
did, yes. Retroactively. He's just like, yeah, it's always ours. It's only not ours if we get caught.
The sword logic. It's the hammer logic.
Yeah. The pocket logic.
Oh, no. Okay.
If we can fit it in our pockets, it's ours.
Let's see if we can
But yes, Anne does have the gun.
get the ball rolling on this. Winning the Karen over. We have to win the hearts of the people.
Anne.
Ugh, this seems like so much work.
Yeah, but it'll be
She
worth
wants
it in
to
the
find
end.
God, but making friends is the hard one, which is real.
Lonan normally works alone, so the fact that she's traveling with the party at all is just like so abnormal. And then on top of that, politicking. Ugh.
Yeah, it does give Anne like somewhat hives to have to like do the politicking, but she's got ends to meet.
Yeah, just think of it like a business interaction. You don't have to think of it like it's actual like friends and stuff, you know?
Good, because I don't think I would actually like any of these people.
Did you think you'd like me?
No.
Even
But I
when
do.
I heroically
Did you
stood on
think-
the street and defended your honor?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Then, yeah, I definitely did. But, like, running up on you, I was like, oh, that's just another person.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Did you think you'd like me? Before you like, when you had me in like a rope?
No, and I'm pretty sure, like, one of your friends stabbed me, so I definitely didn't think I would like you.
No, that was me.
Yeah, you stabbed me.
I stabbed you. I thought for sure I was gonna die. And then he wanted more from me, and I was like, oh, I wish I would die instead. Now they're gonna torture me forever.
You think being with us is torture?
No, I thought you were going to torture me forever.
I offered you money.
Yes, I'm not saying I was right.
All of you are terrible.
Hey, you can't blame us for having incorrect first impressions. We all get along now.
Yeah, one of you has ghosts coming out of her. He pats Loader on the back. It's like pretty cool, by the way. The other one has a hammer that's bigger than I am.
What's wrong with
The other
that?
one's a
Most things are bigger
giant
than you
lion
are.
dude. You were swinging it at me.
Oh, well, you were stabbing Lonan.
Yeah.
Also, we were just investigating, and you jumped out all crazy like.
Yeah, we thought you were with
Yeah.
the bug.
Ugh.
We thought
What
you were going to
about-
get
What
us.
happened to
What
that
about
bug?
us screams
I
bug?
don't know. I think about that bug every time I close my eyes to go to sleep. I think it's going to get me.
I'm sure it'll pop up at some inconvenient time.
Please don't say that. That's my literal worst nightmare.
Well,
I think
when it
about a
does,
goop hole sometimes.
You should have seen that. It froze a mammoth. It froze a giant.
it froze a mammoth.
Or wait, it froze one of them. It froze either the giant. It either killed the giant or it killed the mammoth.
Hmm.
I think it killed the giant, and then the mammoth was pissed.
Yeah.
I
that
think
is what happened.
we'll be fine. Where are we going? This inn of the. Oh no, where are
The
we
Northern
going?
Light.
The Northern Lights. We're going to the Northern Lights Inn.
And then you see that she also writes a separate paper and gives it to Cassian, and he goes off with Torian, and it's like resource procurement for the bow that they're going to need, and for I believe I also have something for Cassian for Torian's axe. So they're going off to get themselves kitted out,
All right.
leaving the A team by themselves.
Sure.
Of course, A in this instance stands for avarice.
No, it's the anti.
Does it? Can I do an insight check just out of curiosity to see if she she has the secret club Shardland or whatever, but is she doing stuff for her own gain, or is she really serving Levistus?
Yeah, you can make an insight check.
You're staring at her really hard, and Anne's just reading the note.
Dirty 20.
Oh
Dirty
my
20.
god.
Yeah.
Use in her, and potentially even some information you've gotten from Levistus and Kaldaroff. Her purposes are independent of the cults. Her being here with the cult is kind of a mutual benefit. The services that she can offer the cult are very good for the cult, for any like she's a very powerful wizard and very skilled in a lot of ways as well. But she also, and I don't think you know what her goal is here, but in her words, in her mannerisms, and in some of the words and mannerisms of those who have spoke of her, I think you get the impression that she is not here for the cult when they win. That doesn't necessarily mean she's won or that's her goal done.
Sure.
But you think having this amassment of resources and people at her disposal is also beneficial to whatever her thing is. And I'm going to say that there's a certain look that all of the cult members, even Kaldaroth, have about them. And it's a look that I got closer to my mic as if it wasn't unplugged from a computer that isn't there right now. I think there's a look that all of the cult members have that I think you might be slightly more familiar with as a look of death or someone who is facing or has faced imminent death before. She does not have that look on her face. She has the look of people like of somebody who's probably killed before, but she does not like all of the other members. I think, especially after speaking with Levistus, I think you realize that they all made deals while they were like dying out in the cold, because that Anne at least knows that that's like one of the only ways Levistus is allowed to make deals. I think you get the impression that she reached out to him.
Interesting. Okay. A woman of ambition.
Hmm.
But yes, is there anything you guys wish to do before we ship you down or ship you up to Caer Konig?
Are we doing this with the intention of coming back for that that meeting?
Yes. You have to be back in time for the meeting.
Meeting is in 2 days. Caer Konig is about an hour and a half away, I think.
Oh my god, everybody pile onto the wolf.
Yay.
Everybody pile onto the steed.
I will say that you do have enough pull here to like fully be like, yeah, no, give us a sled and a dog and an axe beak or something like that, and that will cut your travel time in half.
Nice. Okay. We'll procure a sled for you and Nicholas, and then I'll ride my steed because that's what paladins do.
Oh yeah, you don't even need a dog. You've got Ren. You hook Ren up to a sledge, and he just fucking hauls it through the snow. He or she?
What did I say?
I thought you were saying he, but
It's been so long.
that was after. For some reason, I think both have come up.
Yeah, we can say.
All right.
Actually,
So the 2 hour travel time has now been reduced to 1 hour. You get there very quick on Ren, bounding over the snow. And we arrive at Caer Konig. I used to give descriptions of the town. Let me change the mapper.
The map.
Mapu.
Whoa.
Yo, Ren is buff.
Fucking yoked.
Meow.
Meow. All right. The town sits quietly at the foot of Kelvin's cairn. A few bundled up people shuffle between snow-battered houses, keeping their heads down, barely bothering to give you a look as you walk past them. As you slide into town on Ren, you kind of stop like at the entrance to town. A pile of snow stirs as you pass it, and someone hidden beneath it suddenly stands. The figure looks around and yells, "Who goes there? Is it thieves? Have I found those creeping bastards?" When he pulls the scarf down, covering his face, and like wipes all of the snow and shakes it off, because he was very much under, like, you think he laid down there and then snow kind of piled up overnight. It removes that all from his face. You see a silver dragonborn holding onto an empty wine bottle as if it was a weapon. He belches and grins at you and says, "Pardon my manners, bit jittery with all the thievery going on. I'm Trovus, the town speaker. May I ask what brings you lot to our fair Caer Dinepool? Caer Konig. I keep saying that because I was going to swap the two spots.
It's
Well,
okay, you're drunk.
That's okay, I'm drunk.
We need to speak to Corey.
At the Northern Lights place.
Thing?
Sorry.
You gotta go all the way to the Northern Lights. Corey, she lives with Santa Claus. Have you heard of him?
Santa Claus.
Have you heard of Chris Kringle?
Don't even do
Fritz
not
Kringle.
speak that name to me.
What? Why not? He's a jolly guy. Although-
I beg to differ.
Although he didn't deliver any gifts this year. It was strange. Perhaps we were all naughty? Maybe he's been on
Everyone's gonna
hard
look at
times.
Anne uncomfortably.
You're all terrible.
No. I might be, but not all of us. But you said you would speak to Corey at the Northern Lights Inn, yes?
Yeah.
Wonderful! Without giving you guys an opportunity to tell him no or do anything else, he gets on the back of your sled and says, "Wonderful! I'll take you there myself. I need a good refill."
God.
And then he kind of just gives you directions to the inn. It's like further into town.
How bad is his breath?
He is a silver dragonborn, so his breath attack would be cold. But you feel like if he just normally breathed, you would either take poison damage or you could light it on fire and have it be fire breath. It's just
Okay.
so saturated.
Oh.
And as you guys are like rolling through town, going to the Northern Lights Inn, so you entered town about here. The Northern Lights Inn is here.
Okay.
As you guys are going through town, he will not stop talking about how things were back in his adventurers days. Like, because he's trying to, he like relates to you guys and be like, "Oh, a group of adventurers coming to town. Wonderful! I remember my first time passing through here. Well, I passed through and we had a quest to fell an ogre that was stealing and ruining the cattle of this area. Of course, that was when things were a little bit warmer. Yes, I remember kicking that ogre to pieces myself." And then he just kind of he will not stop. But eventually you guys do arrive at the Northern Lights Inn. The inn appears to be mostly empty. A young woman looks up as you enters, gives Trovus a chastising smile, and you see her say, "Did you fall asleep outside again? I'm telling you, Trovus, one of these days you're going to have to stop relying on the kindness of strangers." The woman then opens a door that looks like a kitchen and calls out, "Heat something up for Trovus. He's been out patrolling again." Or she's been out, and she says, "Patrolling again." She spins around and like welcomes you all, and it's like, please take a seat. Thank you very much for helping him. And he's like, you see Trovus comes, like, Ali, love of my life. Thank you for. He just, like, goes over and just starts going on this like spiel of like, let me tell you, I remember when this girl was about I just like points to, like his knee or something, like smaller than any like human would be for like the age she's being described at. It's like, I remember she had just finished school and she came home, she got her first knife and she began carving up the place. Most kids draw on the walls and she puts nicks in them. And she's like, no, stop. You see that she like sits him down in like a chair that's very clearly like his regular seat. And just like gives him water and nothing else. He's like, what am I supposed to do with this? Drink it. And she turns and regards to you as he begins like begrudgingly drinking this water. It's like, terribly sorry about him. Hi, welcome. My name is Ali. I'm one of the owners of this inn. What can I get you all started with?
What you got?
What do we have? Well, today we have a polar bacon stew that we've had. It's a little. It's not cold yet, but we can certainly heat it up more. It was made for the breakfast rush. It's a bit later in the day now. Lunch hasn't quite started yet, though. For lunch, we do intend on serving some very very well cooked axe beak sandwiches. And then we've got various ales and water. We have room and board if you need that as well.
Do you have anything vegetarian?
Vegetarian? I mean, yes, I suppose we probably have something. I don't know if it'll be as hearty as we have like egg. I can substitute egg for any of this. I can't do that for the stew though, but I can. If you would like, I could cook some eggs. Is one of you vegetarian?
Yes.
Absolutely, I can see to that if you wish. But please take a seat. No need to rush your order. No, it's not exactly the busy hour. Nobody's clamoring for seats right now.
This is Corey, right?
This is Ali.
Oh, Ali. Okay.
But you know that she like called into the kitchen back to somebody.
We're looking for the Corey though.
Yes.
Okay.
1 moment. God damn it. All right. I was getting yelled at for something smart that I did that he couldn't understand. Anyway. Yes, you guys find yourself in this inn. You see Trovus is there as well. You see Ali is kind of just doing kind of like a little bit of like it's not very busy and like most of the stuff has already been cleaned, but she's still doing a lot of like little busy work stuff, just like front of the house, whatever, trying to look presentable for anyone who might come in.
We're actually here looking to speak with Corey.
You wish to speak with my sister?
Yeah.
I can go and get her if you wish. She's currently in the kitchen. 1 moment. She goes. She kind of like just calls back to the door. It's like, Corey, dear, there are some guests here who are looking to speak with you. They came in with Trovus, and you hear that. Just a moment. And see that Ali like comes back and says, she'll be out in a moment. And like the door swings open again, and kind of like wiping her hands off, wearing this like very like well worn apron. She got this smell of like cooked meat and like soup broth about her. Is a stern looking woman. She enters with a steaming bowl of soup, places it in front of Trovis. And she says, "How can I help you all? What you see? These are them, Allie?" I said, "Yes, these are them." She kind of like glares at Trovis a little bit and like knocks some snow off of his shoulder that he didn't get. It's like, "Really, Trovis? Again?" It's like, "Oh, can never be too careful at night. These thieves have been out up to something. No one's seen anything. I've got no choice." She says, "Yes, I can see that our lantern is still missing." But she kind of like says that as like a snide remark to him, and then comes over to you loud. It's like, "How may I be of assistance to you? I am Corey. I co-own this place with my sister."
Is there maybe we could speak with you, a little more privately?
She kind of like furrows her brow. "Yes. Are you able to tell me in what manner this is relating to?"
On an errand for a friend.
You fucking you like start like
friend.
elbows you in the leg and says, "Just give the letter. Give her the letter."
Yeah. No.
Give her the letter.
I mean, she can read the letter in her head, right? Snark really quickly like asks, "Can you read things in your head, or do you have to read them out loud?" Corey's like, "No, I'm quite proficient at reading in my head. Yes."
All right, and we'll produce the note and give it to Corey.
She just starts reading it out loud.
"Dear Corey,
oh no,
these individuals are here on behalf of." She's like, she says, "I see." She turns to her friend. She turns to her sister Allie, and she's like, "Friends of Avarice. I will be taking them in the back for a moment here." And you see that Allie says, "Oh, I see." You see that they're and passive insight alone will tell you that Allie thinks something else is going on.
Oh,
and Corey has gaslit her sister enough into thinking that like,
oh my god,
different kind of clientele.
All right, they got it covered.
Wink wonk.
But yes, you see Corey takes you like upstairs fully to like one of the back rooms, and like closes the door behind them. And she kind of like leans against one of the desks in this room and says, "So, you lots are new members of the cult, potentially even new leader figures. Is that correct?" And Snark says, "Well, particularly this one," and points at Anne. "I see. And you are here to root out the Dwegar threat in hopes to garner political sway with the rest of the cult? Is that correct?"
Yeah, Keldaroth is kind of rotten and tried to kill me.
I absolutely hate that man. He's such a pill. He's the reason I'm here, people liked me too much there, and he quote unquote sent me to Siberia, as it were. She doesn't say sent to Siberia, she says whatever like the Icewind Dale equivalent to. I guess the Icewind Dale equivalent would be sent to Dinnerval, because this is the very like northernmost, nobody's fucking here unless they were like born here situation. It's like, this is where nothing happens. I mean, presumably this is where nothing happens. Things have been happening here, but the cult isn't really sending much to investigate down here. They're more convinced that, the machinations of these Dwergar are going to be happening where things are happening. The people are, as it were. But I can't help but notice they haven't gotten anywhere in a couple of years of investigations. Meanwhile,
Years?
yes, they've been at it for quite some time.
Oh my god, amateurs.
Amateurs.
She could look in her eyes of like, thank you.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
we'd have this sorted out before the fucking moon turned.
Yeah.
Oh, bold words. I like you lot. You don't speak with quite the fanaticism that the others usually do.
Well,
So,
I
we're not
before we get
really
into
one of
anything
them.
else. Oh, so sorry. What was that?
So
She
we're
points at
not-
Lonan first. You
Oh.
first.
I'm not really a follower. I just follow Anne.
Okay, and you? What did you say?
So we're not really one of them in the traditional sense.
Do you have your iconography?
I can what? My key? She'll whip it out.
My dear, I think you are part of them.
I mean, I am a part of them, but not in the same way that they're a part of each other.
You see that she whips out her own black sword. And it says, I don't know how much of a difference there really is. I think we're all working toward Levistus's goal, and I think it keeps us all healthy.
Ain't that the truth?
Okay, so this is like people being in the cult, we can automatically assume that like they were on the outs at some point, like possible death or something.
Most of us were either betrayed or freezing to death in the cold. Many of us, both the same. I myself, and she she opens the door again and looks out to make sure that nobody's there, closes it and locks it again. I myself was forced to take a walk. Do you understand what this means? Many of you don't. Many of you seem like you've been here for a while.
From the... Well... Oh.
The sacrifice thing?
Yes, the sacrifice to Oral. My sister was out of town. She was visiting some friends over in East Haven for a few months, and whilst she was there, I was elected to be one of the sacrifices, and instead of allowing that to happen to me, I ran away before the day of the walk would happen, and found myself lost in the snow. I tried to make my way to East Haven, but travel at night is extremely dangerous, especially when you're running in a panic. I began freezing. I couldn't feel my arms anymore. And you see, she actually reveals. She wears these sleeves and these gloves a lot. And the impression is that they're usually for cooking, but she rolls up her sleeves a lot, and you can see a lot of her skin is blue, where the color hasn't resunk in from where frostbite was taking place. And she says, and as I was starting to fade, I heard his voice. I found the sword, and the sword kept me warm long enough to make it to East Haven. And I convinced my sister to relocate ourselves to Caer Konig, or Caer Dineval first, and then we spent some time there, and then they await us here after I was getting a little too popular. And we've been here ever since. I can't say we're unhappy, but it's certainly not Bryn Shandir when we started.
Do you feel that your particular set of skills would be more useful not in this quaint little where nothing happens place?
Do I think my particular set of skills would be more useful?
Yeah.
Like on the road or
I-
something?
What, do I think I'd be a good traveler?
I just
No, I think
mean, would you
Uh,
be happier not being here, maybe working somewhere else?
oh, do I wish to set up an inn in a larger city?
Yeah.
She kind of doesn't consider it. It's like, I'm not sure. I'm quite used to the pace of this place. I know everybody here. I'd like to think I'm on good terms with everyone as well, and the people here definitely, certainly, like always need help, and I'm quite content doing that. I would say
Oh.
that I'm not. I'm not unhappy, but I'm certainly content here.
Well, if you decide you have any more ambition in you, let me know.
I don't think she. I don't think she catches your drift. I don't think I catch your drift. Are you just asking if you want to, like, if she wishes she was like set up in a bigger city, or are you asking if she was set up back in Care Dinnerval?
Probably set up back in Care Dinnerval.
I think she. I think there's a certain level of her that's like, I'm fine where I am now, but if there was a call for that necessity, or if like something was like, and we're gonna like, I think you can think that's just like, she can exist in whatever place you put her in.
Mm-hmm.
I think her main hang up is whether or not her sister is going to be all right. And she spent so much time setting up here. If she were just moved again because she was doing a good job here to like someplace to make her irrelevant, I think she wouldn't like that. But if you moved her to a place to make her more relevant, I don't think she would hate it. She's not looking for more work, but if you give her more work because she's good at that work, I think you get the impression that like she's a doer. She's like, no, yeah. I think the way she even talks about it is she liked, like, she says that she was moved here because everyone at Dinnerval kind of liked her, except Kelderock because people liked her. I think she also liked being there, I think is what you find.
Well, yeah, that's kind of what I'm trying to hint at, is the fact that Kelderoth seemed not to like her, but everybody else did. So Anne's thought is
We
to
want
bring
her
her.
there.
We want her there. We want her closer.
Yeah,
We want
and I
you.
think,
We want
and we want you as a new recruit. Well, she's an old recruit, but she's very much. I think you would see that she's not opposed to that kind of idea, but she doesn't think it's possible.
It is
Is
possible.
her sister in the cult as well?
No, you know that what Avers said is only her is her the
Gotcha.
ally.
Yeah.
She's the only, quite literally the only member of the cult in this town.
What did Allie do when Corey was originally working out of Care Dinnerval?
She worked
set up
with me.
in the town.
Yeah, no, we've always worked best together as a unit.
But not as a cult member?
Allie's not. And you see that she's actually saying this. Corey's actually saying this.
Yeah.
Allie is a very good girl. She's very kind-hearted. And frankly, she's never met the right criteria to be recruited by Levisthus. The cult doesn't just recruit people. We don't just go out and be like, "Hey, you want to join a cult?" We don't do that. It's always through Levisthus. It's always through a deal. We can't. Levisthus is one who deals with those who have been betrayed. And because of that, trust is a very, I don't want to say scarce resource, but coveted resource within the cult. Which is why when people started to like me a little too much in the cult, it was in Calderoth's view, he was the billionaire, and soon I was becoming a trillionaire. So he wanted to make sure that I could not become a trillionaire, and therefore make the billionaire irrelevant and look like a peasant.
That's what I want. I want to peasantify him.
You wanna- Oh, she laughs. I thought you said you wanted a peasant to fight him. And I thought that would be very funny to watch in a way.
This just
Calderoth
took a
and
dark turn.
some guy just in a pit, absolutely duking it out. I would like to see that. That'd be pretty good.
It's like putting a hungry lion in a gladiator pit.
Exactly. Except in this case, we'll put somebody who can probably actually fight with Calderoth, who could only ski.
But yeah, long story short, I'd love to have you back in Dinnerval. If you need any assistance with that, I'm sure we can help, but also...
She like
to
squints at you
continue.
for a second.
Huh.
Are you the new one in charge? I got a brief message about it in my mind from Lord Levistus. Are you her?
I am she.
Oh, thank God, another woman in charge. Levistus, we had Hethel for so long, but she's senile, old. I love her to
She's-
pieces.
We don't speak ill of the dead.
Ethel's dead?
She's dead.
Oh. And did not kill her.
I didn't think that she would. Why would you say that? Did you kill her?
No.
She did not kill her, is what I said.
No, I know that, but
I
you said it
didn't
kind of
kill-
unprompted, so I thought maybe you were
Well,
lying.
She said it like that because I'm pretty sure Kelderoth is going to try to pin it on me somehow because I was last in the room with her.
Oh, good lord.
Such a turd.
Oh, that's something he would do. That's 100% something up that man's alley. And we've got Avarice, but she's not really there, right?
Yeah.
She's not with the cult. She's just in the same room. It's like a business partnership more often than not. Even though she's tied to Lord Levistus, I don't.
Hey,
she's got
seeing-
political sway, but nobody thinks of her as the leader. They think of her as like HR.
She's rough around the
HR that doesn't
edges,
want to
but-
talk to anyone.
Yeah.
HR is not actually on the side of the employee. HR is on the side of the business to make sure that the employee can't sue the business. So they make sure that the employee seems like they're getting what they want and that all the information comes through them.
Right.
You know she spies on people, yes? She has gargoyles that circle the region.
Gargoyles. I haven't seen
Have
any
we
gargoyles.
seen any of them?
Not that you know of.
Oh.
Is gargoyles a euphemism for some other creature, or are they actual gargoyles?
No, they're gargoyles.
But, we gotta keep an eye. Snorp, keep an eye out for gargoyles. Point one out to me if you see one.
Oh, I've seen them all the time.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, they've been following us for a while.
Following
And
us?
they're not-
Why didn't you say anything?
I didn't think it was important.
Snorp!
Being followed
What?
is very important.
Well, I mean, I didn't know if they were following us or if... I mean, it's just like seeing a bird, you know? It's like, I don't know if that bird's been following us or if it's a different bird.
Is there a
Alright.
gargoyle
Snorp,
in the
listen
room
to
with
me
us
very
right now?
carefully. Snorp, listen to me very carefully. If anything, especially anything bird related is following us, you tell us.
Well, but that's the thing. I don't know if they were following us. It could just be two birds that look similar, right?
Oh,
And it could have been any gargoyle. It's just necessarily the same gargoyle.
what do I pay you for?
That's a good point. You haven't been paying me. Can I have my paycheck?
What is your paycheck again?
I think it's 100 gold.
That's steep.
That's more than Lonan gets paid.
You want to get paid for being my friend
Yeah,
and for
why don't
hanging
you
out
pay-
with me?
Why don't you pay Lonan more? Kid, you deserve a raise.
I don't have a use for money. I don't need anything.
Yet. Better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it.
Yeah,
What if we come across a thing that repels gargoyles and it's like 300 gold and you don't have that?
then Anne will buy it for us.
Yeah.
What if she's not around?
I'm not going anywhere that Anne isn't going.
Okay.
Are you wishing on my demise? What do you mean if I'm not around?
I have a second question.
Hmm.
It occurs to me that I might not entirely know what a gargoyle looks like.
I'm assuming it's like a stone, like a stone flying like creepy thing.
Well, I've definitely seen a bunch of stone creepy things. I don't necessarily know if they were flying. There was a lot of them back at the other care.
That makes sense. It's like security cameras.
I mean, it looks like they're. You know, you can never really tell sometimes because it looks like their eyes are following you, but it's just like that could just be like an optical illusion. If they think the eyes are inward, then it just looks like they're following you.
Well, it
Ugh.
seems like they actually are following us, so good to know.
Anywho, our mission and also submission now.
Right. Well, leaving the gargoyles aside, I would very much. You seem like you've got decent heads on your shoulders. What is it you are here to do? You say it says here avarice says your intentions align with hers, so I assume you know what her deal is. Is that correct?
Yeah, we don't really mess with that oral lady. In the sense
Oral.
that we want to mess with her. You know?
Your target is Oral herself.
Yeah, she kind of beefed with us first.
I assure you, she's beefed with everyone in this region before they had an opportunity to think otherwise.
She's put her
Metaphysical?
metaphysical claws on us, so maybe it's a little more personal.
We got
Yes.
tossed.
Ah. Oh. By chance, was that in Targos?
Unfortunately. Yes. That was us.
It is a very good thing that he is drunk as shit.
Why?
Provis is the townspeaker. He is also a very accomplished adventurer in the past. He is also our town's kind of night guard. He's our main source of policing in town. If he caught wind that you are there, and she like opens like a drawer that looks like it's on a desk that looks like it's got mostly like work stuff, like number crunching and just like budgets, and she opens like a drawer at the bottom of it, and she flicks through a bunch of different wanted posters, and she holds them up. It's like, these are you, yes?
Keep forgetting that we are wanted criminals.
You need to be very careful. The people of this town are already not very kind and accommodating to strangers.
I still don't know how that got pinned on us.
I take it back. They're like all right with strangers. I just looked at the ranking. Their friendliness is at a 2, their service is at a 2, and their comfort is at a 3.
What town was it where everyone thought she was a demon?
I think that was Dugan's Hole.
Okay.
The whole.
But yes, and that kind of tracks, because that's People talk about this place being like up in nowhere. Dugan's Hole is really the boonies. Dugan's Hole had nothing except a lot of inbred people.
Yeah, the banjo twang.
We're not actually criminals, for the record.
I am getting that impression. I think I would have known if one of our ranks caused the events of Targos. I feel like we would have been informed that was part of the plan, or at the very least that one of our ranks has gone AWOL. Nothing like that has happened, which means I can assume not many people know about you. Though it is unfortunate that now you are wanted and might have to clear your names in some way.
How did you clear your names?
You can do it. I don't
Clear
know.
our names by freaking killing Oral.
That too. You know what?
My name
I
in
don't
my
think.
life.
Put it this way: any, literally like anything you could have done to violate and break the law. If you killed Oral, I can't imagine a single person in this region would be like, "Yeah, but they broke the law."
Would maybe we should
Either
defeat
because
the
you,
Dwergard.
like killed a god. Go on. Sorry.
If we deal with the Dwergard, do you think if we spread that we did that, you think that would help our case a little bit, move the needle?
I don't know
Of
if
public
saying
opinion.
I don't know if saying you defeated the Dwergar might
Aren't they like
help public opinion. No,
raiding
people.
and pillaging?
Well, that's the thing. They're not pillaging. They're definitely stealing. They've got something going on, but it's all in the shadows. Nobody knows that the Dwergar are doing this except us. We've been tipped off by Lord Levistus. And you see that as she says that, you see that Avarice was cued into who Levistus is really fighting.
Mm-hmm.
The courtier does not seem to be aware of that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
But she's like, yeah, we know what's going on because Lord Levistus cued us in. The rest of the population, Dwergar, have largely remained unseen. And I believe that's what's happening a lot in this town. There have been break-ins. Our lantern out front was a magic lantern that just it shined like the northern lights. It shimmered. It changed colors, and it let people know that this place was open and a place of warmth, and they could rest here. As far north as you can get, and right next to the cairn, and it's been stolen. Many other things have been stolen as well. But I believe Michaela down the street has lost a pair of goats and some jewelry.
With this random shit. Goats, jewelry, a light.
From the expeditions, decorative beads, just yeah, and that's the strangest thing about it. It's one of the things that make it so hard to pin down a logic to it. Is that it all kind of seems random.
Could I make like I don't know. I don't know, maybe like an Arcana check to see if any of that means anything, like maybe for some like ritual or like I don't know. Ow,
Yes,
toast.
yes, you can.
Okay.
Toast can give you the help action.
No, Toast. She made me roll a 2 to get a 4.
No, that's two. That's Toast action.
What the hell, Toast?
Did your cat actually hit your dice?
Yeah.
You can
No,
roll
she
again.
hit my mouse.
Oh. Oh, right. You're rolling digitally.
Yeah.
Oh, funny. Well, yeah, that's what that is.
She made me click.
You're trying to think about it, and it's like, I mean, maybe. So the lantern, the way that the lantern, the way they're describing it is definitely magic.
Mhm.
The jewelry might have magic to it. The goats don't sound magic though. Maybe they're like a ritualistic sacrifice. But
They're
then what would the
feeding a monster.
Eating something.
maybe they're feeding something? But then what would the pearls be for? The decorative beads, and then maybe maybe the beads and the goats fit together as a sacrifice thing. But a glowing lantern, you don't see the logic that's following there. You know that other things have been stolen as well, but those are like the most recent things in the past 3 nights.
Well,
And there's no like tracks that you guys have tried to follow, or
There are some tricks. Give me a second. I'm trying to find the fucking thing. There are actually tracks. My sister, Allie, was speaking to somebody in town, and they say that there's a suspicious set of tracks leading off in the direction of Kelvin's cairn. Allie thinks they were made by dwarves who live in the valley at the base of the cairn. She's suspecting that the endless winter has started to deplete their food and ale, and they've begun raiding, stealing to try and make ends meet. But I don't know why they don't just come up and procure some. They could do it publicly. And frankly, no dwarf did this. Someone would have spotted them, caught them. There's something more going on. And besides, what use do they have for a lantern? They can see in the dark. And a quiet dwarf? That's an oxymoron.
okay.
But yes, there are tracks that can be followed toward Kelvin's cairn. And personally, I know it's the Duergar. It has to be. It fits the description a little too well. I still don't know what the purpose of the items are, but I don't believe a dwarf would have any reason to do this.
Hmm.
Call it a gut feeling. You are free to use this room that we're currently in as room and board for while you are here, and if you need any other assistance, please tell me. Not a word of this to my sister, yes?
Sure.
Good lord, not a word of this to Travis.
of course. Are you considering my offer to move back to Dinnerval?
Oh, potentially. I see no. My only fear is that I would get all the way down there and then just be sent all the way back.
Nope, not on my watch.
If you can secure me a space there, I would more than be happy to fall in line, as it were. You seem like a very capable leader.
Thank you. I try.
Do you know anyone that would be a good fill for this spot that Hethel has left open?
Hethel?
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna make a check real quick.
I have a feeling whoever Keldroth recommends is not gonna be
Yeah, we definitely want our own person
Very
there.
She looks at you and says, whoever Keldroth recommends is 100% going to be a puppet.
I should have just killed him. Jesus.
That's still on the table.
That I don't think it would be very good. For as much as he sucks, if you can find somebody who is as good at what he does as him to replace him, I think you'd be better off killing him.
And we must bring him to heal.
Either bring him to heel or find a way to replace him. Yes.
Sounds like a fun time.
She says, unfortunately, I don't know anybody who can. She's looking at it from kind of the wrong angle. I think both of you get in this moment. She's trying to like think of along the lines of being a soothsayer, but as far as being a spiritual leader and being in charge of it, Kirsty, you don't fully know all of the responsibilities that Hethel had, but as far as being a spiritual leader goes, I think you're learning that in this moment, Corey here had a lot of the same friendly guiding reputation with everyone that Hethel had. But she's thinking along the lines of like, Hethel was a soothsayer. I can't see the future. I don't know how to do any of that. But you do see her thinking along the lines of maybe she learned her soothsaying from some of the tribes in this area, but I don't believe that the tribe that she learned it from exists anymore. And so potentially, if you could find one of them, but it would be very difficult to find one of them who is also a member of the Knights.
What about you?
Me? No, I don't know how to speak. I can't divine the future or anything like that.
I don't think you necessarily need to do that to fill the role effectively.
I agree.
Oh, I hadn't considered that.
Especially if you are well liked, like you said.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't trust anybody anywhere who says that they are well liked. I think the only thing I can think of is that I was gaining a bit too much popularity. People would come and talk to me about things, and I think that Kaldaroth didn't like that. I can only discern that that's what caused him to send me away, and well,
being in touch with people, even if it's not soothsaying, is still a great attribute among leadership.
That's true. I suppose I intimidated Kaldaroth for a reason, didn't I?
Yeah.
And I, as the DM, am going to tell you guys right now, if you want to bring her back, she can replace either the suits, either Hethel's position or Kaldaroth's position.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
One of the two. She cannot replace both.
Yes.
Time to kill him.
But here's the thing: if you do replace Kaldaroth, there is still the need to have to replace Hethel. So you will still have a vacancy. A and B, depending on how you replace Kaldaroth, you can't just kill him and be like, she's in charge now, because then you're going to run into the same problem that you guys are currently in, of just like somebody's in charge, but like somebody told you that they were in charge, instead of everybody being like, yeah, no, that's our boss. We want that to be our boss.
I can't just like make an example out of Kaldaroth and give like a little monologue and then
you can do whatever
off
you want.
with his head.
You can do whatever you want, yeah. The checks will decide.
This is what happens to naysayers and turds.
Well, this is what happens to betrayers.
And turds.
And turds.
Here's what we're going to do.
And turds.
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to replace Kaldaroth with Corey.
I don't think you have to worry about getting his name right if we're going to kill him.
We are going to leave Allie out in the snow for just a little bit, so Levistus makes a deal with her, and then
No. Whoa. Too far.
Okay.
Yeah, you see the second that she starts saying that, fully Corey is like, back out of this. It's like, nope, absolutely not. All right, I think we're done here.
No. Lonen's not even a part of the cult. She doesn't know anything.
Yeah, I'm not even a part of the cult.
Well, I mean, she knows a lot, and that's kind of.
I don't have any say here. Anne makes the decisions. I was just making a joke.
A joke about killing my sister?
In poor taste.
Oh, nearly. I just said a little bit.
Lonen, say sorry.
Sorry.
All right.
I'm just here to kill the Wergar or whatever. Just ignore me.
She says, can do. And she fully regards Anne now. You guys are really like one of you is in charge and the other one is saying something that gets them ignored.
Oh.
I feel like with the fucking gnome guy, he was only talking to Lonan, and everybody else was like Lonan's like follower or whatever. And now it's very much Anne and Lonan's the follower. There's no middle ground with you guys. There's no like, oh yeah, they're both here.
We have each of us have a particular set of what we're willing to put up with, and I feel like Lonan has a more like eclectic taste, whereas like Anne is more willing to buy into the friendship could be magic thing.
Also, it kind of makes sense for Anne specifically here because she's Levistus's locky,
Whoa.
and Lonan is not.
Wow, is that what you think of Anne? Anne, what do you think of that? What do you think that Lonan thinks you're a lackey?
Lonan doesn't think that.
I don't think I'm lacking at all.
How does Anne feel about Shan saying that she's a lackey?
Who the fuck is Shan?
Is that a commoner?
Someone in the...
She's the peasant that you're gonna put in the ring with Keldroth.
I was gonna say that.
Oh god.
Yeah, please. I don't have any good jokes. I gotta get some. I'm not the one doing the cool stuff. At least let me say the funny stuff.
Sorry.
All right. So.
This whole fucking campaign was leading up to that one joke.
I feel like
campaign's over.
I feel like if we bring her back, if we bring Corey back and instate her as a leader through election, then Keldroth is just gonna be causing issues because he already doesn't like her or feels threatened by her, and I don't want Corey.
Kill him.
I don't want Corey to be in harm's way because Keldroth is threatened by her.
Does she seem like someone who could handle herself?
She has a sword. I mean,
is she feisty?
That's more than what he has.
No, she doesn't have a sword. She has the necklace, which is a black sword.
Oh, it's a sword.
Anything's a weapon if you know how to use it.
It's about the size of like, I don't know, like an earphone case or something like that. A little wider than that. It's like a medallion that hangs on a necklace, but it's shaped like a sword.
Anything is a weapon if you know.
It's like a letter opener.
Oh, I know how to spin this. I know what we have to do.
Lay it on me. It's Snorp's like, lay it on me. You see, Corey's left at this point. She's gone back downstairs.
Okay.
Now you guys are talking to yourselves.
I think we gotta kill that Keldroth guy. But
I don't.
Hopefully, or you want us to, Snorp pulls out like a knife, or you want us to be real quiet about it.
We should do it in a way that's making an example of him and accusing him of being bad for the cause and
public execution.
Thus garner favor with those that are truly loyal to Levistus rather than just loyal to Keldroth.
Money. Oh.
Money, I guess.
Okay,
it just
and
seems
what
like
about...
he's gonna be a thorn on our side.
What about the soothsayer spot?
I could do it.
Yeah, I think Snorp should do it.
I mean, how will they know if I'm not telling the truth? I mean, maybe.
Maybe we should
He's really good at disguising. We could just make him look like...
Except everybody knows she's dead. I would be like, hey, don't worry, guys. I'm back. I got better.
Maybe we could go
back.
back.
It was a cough.
And
it was just a cough.
Learn more about what all of her responsibilities were, and then decide how we're gonna delegate tasks before we carry this coup out.
That's true. We could do that.
We have 2 days because they wanted to elect someone at the meeting.
Maybe we just give them 2 days to live and do it at the meeting, where everybody's already there.
That's true. We could do that. The other part is, if we plan on just killing this guy, and it kind of doesn't matter if he elects a puppet, right? We kind of have as much time as we want. I think the best case scenario, if we want to get somebody voted in, is we have to do that by the meeting. But if we're trying to just off this guy and then reinstate somebody else, we can kind of just do that whenever we want. You know, the next time somebody dies, it'll be an emergency meeting as well, and the puppet will be like an idiot because he's probably a puppet. It's probably that goofball that runs errands for him anyway. That very unassuming regular guy, you remember?
What if we throw
And then we
like
kill the puppet too.
I mean, I don't think we'll have to kill the puppet. He's just a regular. He's just a guy. He's just a regular dude. Loden, you remember that the guy he's talking about? I forget what his name is. I think it's like Thrumbo or something like that. You, because of the insight check, because of your bad insight check, you know for a fact that is the devil. That is like a
Yeah.
a high-ranking devil in disguise.
Oh my god.
And it's like I don't think we can get rid of that guy. We can get just reinstate anybody else. Or we don't have to reinstate anybody else. We can just control him. We can be our puppet now.
I really don't think he seems like the type of guy we would want in a seat of power there.
Well, he wouldn't. He'd just be in the seat, right? We'd still have the power. He's a
I don't know
moron.
about that.
What do you mean?
I think that he is more than he seems.
Oh, you think he's like playing the long game, or?
Yeah, I think that he is like a really powerful like demon in disguise. Yeah.
What if we planned a party?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Did you not I think there was even like a sulfur smell or something.
I mean, there's like a sulfur smell around Anne as well. She's a tiefling. That's just.
Yeah, but it is
Are
like
you saying I
very
smell?
like demonic smell. Hmm. Trust me, I was watching him very closely. He seems sketchy.
Everyone else in the party knows for a fact that he's just some idiot. He's not like there's nothing malicious about him. He's just a goofball. So you guys don't know what the fuck he's talking about. I guess you don't know for a fact that you don't know what she's talking about.
If there was some higher-ranking devil, I think I'd know about it.
And also, why are you just now telling us about this? You got on me about the gargoyle.
It slipped my mind. A lot has happened since then.
It slips your mind, doesn't it? You didn't know anything about it.
Listen, what do you have to worry about? You're just following us around freeloading, okay? We have so much going on right now.
Snorp gets genuinely hurt by that. And so, all right. I see. All right, no. Don't mind me then. I'll stop freeloading. He walks out of the room.
That was a bit harsh.
Maybe you're right.
Sure, he'll forgive you. Lots of sorries today.
Yeah, I'm really on the roll.
Are you okay?
I mean, I don't know. There's a lot going on right now.
True. No. Anne's like really, she seems very preoccupied and like stumped.
By the
Yes.
What they should, like what course of action to take.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess the big thing here is that we've got you got a lot of options, and there's not. Some of them have a time limit, but some of them don't. And doing one doesn't necessarily mean you can't do another. But in some instances, doing one means you can't do another. So it's just, I guess the easiest thing to do is know what your priorities are, and then just make a list of what's top priority, and then just tackle that one, and then just start heading down the list. What do we feel like is top priority at this moment?
I think as much as Anne is trying to show like restraint, for the fact that she didn't slime Kelderoth right then and there, I think she's still very hung up on it. Even though she knows it's probably in her best interest to try to play like the politics game, she's like struggling with not just
Yeah, I mean, I think if that's
blowing
Anne's
it up.
way, yeah, if that's Anne's way, it's just if like a pawn tried to move sideways.
Yeah, it's not sitting well with her. And also, politicking would be more like something that she could see her dad doing, and she most certainly doesn't want to be anything like her dad.
Your dad definitely had his fingers in some of the like political fields
Yeah.
and stuff like that, where business and politics meet. And most of them weren't good. Most of them were very like, oh, we want to put like a park in this place and then make it like nicer. And he's like, no. We can put like a factory here that manufactures, or like even just like not even a factory that makes something. We fully just put like a warehouse here.
He's like the type to look
There's
at
a
a
lot of
national
stuff like that.
forest and be like, this would be a great place for a parking lot.
Well, that's another thing that is kind of happening. It's been about a little over a month since you got that tip of advice, but that his business partner was spotted over in Lonelywood, and there was a lot of like collection of resources that were happening.
Mm-hmm.
You also know, coincidentally, that maybe not coincidentally, actually, that the Dwergar have been doing something involving amassing resources.
What is going on?
How far is Lonelywood from here?
Lonelywood is probably on the other side of the planet from here.
Oh my god.
Unless
We knew a wizard that maybe has a teleportation spell.
that, or unless, if I look at the region map really quick, I'll leave you guys there as well so you can see it.
Okay, we're at...
You guys are at Caer Konig, which is here.
Right. Oh, that's not like...
Lonelywood is here. So if you took the roads, it's on the other side of the world.
But if we just cut through...
If you cut across Kelvin's Cairn or the gorge that's there, it wouldn't be horribly far. Let's see. Let me get my ruler out. My ruler. Here to there. That's not accurate. So that's supposed to say 3 miles.
10 miles.
So I think 5 miles is 1 hex. So that 1 hex there was actually 3 miles of road, which took 2 hours. So each thing being, we'll say this, because you guys are in between hexes here. So we'll say this hex. 1, 2, 3. If we go to Lonelywood like that. So we'd say I'll reduce it by like, no, I'm not even going to reduce it because that thing's in something's always in the way. So it's about 30 miles in a straight line. If you cut across the valley. If you were to go up the cairn and down it, if you were to use the mountain, hold on, stop it, stupid laptop, I can't left click to make a point. So that's 15 miles.
Yeah, write something down. Oh my god.
35, so it's like an extra 5 miles to go around. Well, cool. Probably not an actual extra 5 miles, probably more than extra 5 because you have to go up as well. I'm going to say an extra 15. So extra 15 miles, so 30, 45 miles if you want to use the cairn, and then 10, 20, 25. So about 55 miles if you want to go around the mountain. More or less.
So what's like a approximation of how long it would take to get there if we are not taking the roads and we're doing some sort of convoluted cut across?
I believe you can travel 24 miles in a day.
So it'd be like
Though that's also it's about 2 days, but it's also 24 miles through like untraveled roads. You'd basically be across the tundra and the wilderness. You'd have to scale down and up the other side of. You have to find a way to not even down and up. You'd have to find a way to cross the Dwarven Valley. You'd have to go up Kelvin's Cairn and down Kelvin's Cairn without a guide, or with a guide if you hired one. Or you'd have to do like a long navigation check around the mountain.
I think.
But I would also say that if you wanted to navigate your way down there via the roads, it would take a while, but it would also put you at risk of people are on those roads and in those cities and stuff, and you guys are going, no, I can't want
it. So I have some things written, some notes, because I had several thoughts at once.
I love those.
I'd have to ask. I think the extent of Anne's politicking at this point would be to kill Keldaroth and try to use Corey and her garnering favor with Avarice to help legitimize herself more, since Corey was well liked. Hopefully, like bringing her back will.
Yes,
help.
That's right. Avarice is Corey.
So I feel like that's the most she can really do for herself with what she knows and what she has off of bouncing off of Avarice to here. And then she'd have to ask Avarice, one, are there spies in Lonelywood? Like, does she have any gargoyles in Lonelywood? And two, can she do any teleporting around? Because even if maybe she doesn't have a way for us to get to Lonelywood exactly, could she possibly get us a little closer so that we could cut the travel time down a little bit? So those are my thoughts on that.
All very good thoughts. Let me really quickly look at Avarice. Avarice. I don't think this bitch knows that. Really quickly looking something else up.
Lauren, what do you think of the plan?
Wait, what's the plan?
The plan is to kill Keldaroth and use Corey's positive rapport with everyone and bringing her back as like our bit of politicking and legitimizing my own influence in the Cairn. And we can point that the Dwergar, we can kind of connect the fact that there's resources amassing at Lonelywood as well as the Dwergar, getting stuff that way.
And what does that help us with?
Well, my father's business partner was in Lonelywood. And he's probably helping my father and that guy, what's his name? Zardoc, which is also a big target because Zardoc is working with the evildoers.
The Dwergar?
Yeah.
London, I think you're just hearing a lot of extra steps from Worrell.
Yeah.
I think this is just not like the world didn't come up once.
I mean, it's I think the plan is solid if it helps you with what you need to accomplish, but I don't really see how this is helping me at all. Which is confusing because Levistus said that our goals were aligned.
I think he said he believes your goals are aligned.
Yeah.
Like the light like goes out of Anne's eyes a little bit.
I just don't really understand everything that's happening right now. This just suddenly got way bigger than I ever anticipated.
You know, I was not the adventuring type before I ended up out here.
What type were you?
More of a pushy office person.
Oh. I definitely did not have you pegged for a cushy office.
Flashback to when she flabbed someone's head like Gallagher.
Are you wanting to return to that type?
No. Just, playing the hand that was dealt. That's all we can do here, right? Even if it does seem more complicated and convoluted than we would have hoped.
It's just been so long since I've had like any solid information or like leads. I feel like I'm kind of going in circles and I don't know where I'm supposed to go or what I'm supposed to do.
Do you remember Avarice said something about oral? But you know that the way that she said it was very like her. It didn't seem like her goal was oral, but it seemed like for whatever reason she might have a reason to help you in that.
If I can somehow link Oral to the Duergar or deal with the...
Unclear. It seemed like remember she doesn't really care about the Duergar. She's there to help them as long as they help her. And they were brought together by Levistus, but you think that if you can she sent you out here to help you guys garner influence with the cult, and potentially move things along, because as you found out from Corey, they've been kind of fucking stuck for years at this point. They've been like at a stalemate.
Mm-hmm.
And potentially due to Kaldaroth's fucking arrogance or ego, that there's not progress hasn't been made on their part either. So she might be trying to break that stalemate for better or worse. But yeah, I think everything else you said isn't wrong in this instance. Of it feels like you've been going in circles, and yeah.
Even if it's not a part of your big goal, we can still turn the tides for these people. And even if you don't care, I think that's reason enough to stay the course.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem continuing to follow your lead for now. I definitely interested in the Duergar and what they're doing and figuring out what it has to do with Oral, if anything.
Listen, I'm on the same page.
That's good to know.
I just also have this to attend to.
And I will help you attend to it to the best of my ability. I don't really do the people thing, obviously.
Trying to think which of you do the people thing.
What?
I'm trying to think which of you do the people thing.
I could see Cassian because he's just like a good guy, but
I guess
he's not
Cassian
here.
or Thavia, yeah.
I think Davia more.
Oh, Keegan.
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 Can we appoint Keegan to be the spiritual leader?
We gotta get him in the cult first.
Oh no.
How come Levistus didn't make a deal with him when he got tossed?
He's too pure of heart.
Our sweet summer child.
What's that sound? Why are you making a vacuum noise?
I'm vacuuming.
Not pure
We
of
gotta rush
heart.
back to Keegan. Wait, where is Keegan?
I don't think I think Keegan went off when you guys got to the care, and I don't think you've interacted with
Where
him
did
since.
he go? Is he at the inn?
No way we left him with those guys.
Oh god.
He's very much back at the camp.
Yeah. He's with the boys.
He's with the guys.
He's fine. He's fine. But yeah, Thavia seems more the kind-hearted type.
Yeah, I remember watching her deal with that one guy that we tailed for a day. Oh, and we killed him right before we got tossed. Anyway, she is
That's
very good
true.
with people.
Every time you guys do the people thing, somebody dies.
Listen, he had it coming. He was on Anne's.
I'm not saying he didn't. I'm not saying he's a bad guy. He's a bad guy.
All that to say, she's good. You know, she got away with words. Lonan was creepily watching in the corner, invisible.
Didn't both of you guys go to jail?
Yes.
Yeah. Right after that.
Yeah. Good at starting, not good at finishing. Can't stick
That
to
was
landing
different though.
so
That's
far.
because we were trying to sneak somewhere. Not because we were trying
Yeah.
to.
Least
Sneakers,
stealthy
man.
mofos. I can't even sneak either. I have like disadvantage on sneaking.
I think technically Lonan is usually pretty good at sneaking. It's just I rolled like shit. Like I rolled like a nat 1 or something.
I think you rolled in that one because I had you slip on ice.
Yeah.
Slip on a banana. Alright. Well.
What is your top priority right now?
I'm a bit wrapped up in this care thing. I feel as if we can secure the the favor of the people that are within the cairn and like the cult overall. We can very much take advantage fully of their resources, not only to fulfill my own personal goal, but also to maybe take up the fight against Oral, because
Sure.
it's not just going to be us. The more people we have involved, it's probably better than not, you know?
Yeah, definitely. I just mean like my ultimate goal is like finish the job, you know?
Right. Yeah, I mean, there's a job I need to finish too. You know, the whole vengeance thing.
Yeah, totally. So that's the top thing for you?
Yeah, it's at the front of my mind, usually.
Okay.
Close.
I was
near.
just curious.
Does it bother you?
No, I definitely like, you know, would love to see your vengeance quest fulfilled.
Great. We're on the same page.
Mm-hmm.
Music to my ears.
Yeah. No, I really wish I had set something up where it's like, oh no, you can't get your revengeance and kill Laurel. You gotta pick one or the other.
That
If
would cause some
if
tension.
your dad dies, Oral becomes immortal.
Oh, God!
If Oral dies, your dad gets away.
That would be the juiciest tension I've ever had to deal
Stop
with in
it.
a D&D game.
Stop it.
Don't you worry, I've already got something
No.
cooking. But now I'm wishing I did something else.
No.
Hold on, I gotta do some rewrites. You're lucky my computer's broken.
Yeah, we're doing this right here, right now, all in one session. No notes, just vibes. This is the abridged version of Icewind Dale.
Icewind Dale abridged.
Well, okay, so we need to like 100% get our new friend on board with the murder plot to
Corey?
yeah, we need to get Corey on board.
Also, do we need like proof about the Lonelywood connection, or is that just gonna be word of mouth?
I feel like maybe I mean, assuming that Avarice is like a really good spy, which it seems like she is, she probably has some clue about that if we've even heard about it. That'd be kind of ridiculous if we heard about it and she didn't hear about it. So she could probably corroborate it, and you know, she already has like rapport there. So if I say it and she says it, then hopefully that'll be enough.
Okay. And then what do we do? When do we start with the Zardoc guy, the Weregar stuff? After?
Yeah, I think we need to stabilize the Garen a little bit and deal with Kelderoth, because I don't want him being a crockpot is not the D&D word I want to use. I don't want him marinating some evil plot against us to cast us out. We already
Sorry, Crockpot was off the table. Then he said marinating.
well, you can
I thought you-
marinate in
I know, but when you said crockpot, I assumed you meant like, oh, you didn't want to use that as a substitute for the word crazy, and then you said marinating, and my brain just had to like fully recontextualize of just like, yeah, I guess that's what you do in a crockpot. You don't want to leave him and let him go all day and have a nice stew or a nice pulled pork.
No, I don't want him to. I don't want his evil plots to marinate any further. I'd rather just stamp it out and
Yeah.
secure the perimeter.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll also say, just in the name of putting this out there, it probably won't change anything. His evil plots, they still have to be in the name of like Levistus. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but Levistus said I could fucking kill that guy. So
Yeah.
that's a green light to me.
I mean, yeah. I think so far everyone you've met that has like any real personality to them, unnamed, it says you can kill that guy. Nobody really likes him. He's just kind of good at running the place.
Yeah, he didn't hit me with like a you can kill that guy, but if you do, there's gonna be some unholy retribution. And that's only really who I'm worried about answering to in that sort of situation.
Cause.
Yeah, it is because I hate him. And he tried to kill
Honestly, if you said that to Levistus, he'd probably be like, "Yeah, sure, that's
Good
cause.
enough.
Good enough. Say less, sister."
I have decided with the unholy investiture within me that you gotta go, sir.
That you are
gotta go.
you're no good.
Your cards declined.
We've decided to move in a different direction.
You will no longer be a collaborator on this project.
Yeah.
You have been removed from the group chat.
Everyone else went back downstairs. I think it's only you three in this room right now.
Okay. Davia, do you also agree with killing this shitbag?
I agree. I said earlier that it was a good plan. I just typed it like, in the air, I
Yeah,
guess.
I heard
Right,
it
right.
was just really quiet.
Yeah, but I think I feel like there's a lot of variables that could go wrong. But also the last time we did this and a lot of variables went wrong, we were falling out of the sky.
That is
But-
very, very true.
You know, what are the odds of that happening again?
This time we kind of have a little bit
Making a
extra
note.
oomph.
What?
Oh no.
What's up? What?
I heard making a
Say
note.
those
Please.
words
What happened?
menacingly.
It's fine. Just I said words. I say words all the time.
So we should summon Keldaroth outside so that when we kill him, it doesn't make a mess on the inside. Because if I worked at the
I
Cairn,
don't want to stay in my new office.
if I worked in the Cairn, I'd be pretty pissed if I had to clean that up.
We do not
See,
want
this
to
is-
piss off the janitors.
You already think that they run the place. They secretly run the place.
What do you mean?
Janitors.
Oh,
Yeah, do
I'm just
not
looking
piss
out
off
for the little
janitors.
guy. Janitors are important to you. But he's gotta go.
He's gotta go.
Alright, can we call Avarice back Tori back up
Tori.
and clue her in on what the plan is?
Okay, yeah. You Corey steps off to the side. It's like in a little bit I won't have as much time to be chatting like this. The lunch rush will come in. People from the docks will ideally probably be coming in for meals and to rest for lunch before they head back out to try to catch whatever fish they still can for the day. What is what's going on here? Oh, hello. Is it me or is it you?
No, I'm just at a loss.
She's formulating.
I'm formulating right
Oh,
now.
okay. Good.
Wait, we're downstairs still?
No, I think you called her back upstairs. I don't think
Oh,
you're fully
okay.
back in the room, but you're probably at the top of the stairs.
You might want to shut the door for this.
Unless you want to go back, you go back in the room with her.
Yeah.
You might want to sit down.
Yeah, so we're gonna kill the Keldaroth guy because he's awful and rotten. And we're gonna bring you back to be a hashtag girl boss, not a hashtag. Oh my god, what's wrong with me?
Hashtag? I don't, is that like a
Oh my
southern
God.
term?
We want you.
Who, me?
It's time for you to come back to the care.
Oh my goodness.
You will have a place beloved by the people, as you were.
With no Keldaroth to worry about.
Yeah. If my intention was always to bring you back, but I fear that Keldaroth will just continue working against you and causing issues. So it's better if I bring you back and get rid of him.
Interesting. Okay. Yes, if this is the path that you believe forward is correct, I can't stop you, and if filling in will help that role, I'm willing to do that. I will say I'll miss this place a little bit, but perhaps we'll co-own. No, Allie's got to come with me. She's my rock.
Makes sense to me.
Well, we'll set somebody else up here. Hey, if you don't kill him, we can send Kelderoth here. No, that'd be a bad idea.
We definitely want to kill him.
No loose ends.
Yeah.
Yeah, no loose
Yes,
ends. Also, he
unfortunately.
sucks.
Yes, unfortunately, he sucks to the point where no matter what you do, he will be a loose end.
How is he allowed
Some-
if he is a betrayer? He's just gonna betray us left and right. How is he even allowed? He has to be put down.
The betrayer.
Yeah.
He locked us up.
He told me that he was leading me to where I could go speak with Levistus, and then he tried to lock me in a cage.
And did you speak with Levistus?
Yeah, but that's on my own merit, not because of anything that he did.
He just wanted to lock us in a cage.
He didn't believe that he was taking me to go talk to Levistus. He believed that he was locking me in a cage. It's the intention.
Yes, I agree. Interesting. Well, Levistus deals with betrayers. So being a betrayer doesn't necessarily mean that you wouldn't fit. Levistus doesn't deal with the betrayed necessarily. He also deals with betrayers.
Well, he's disqualified in my books.
And I think that's a call that you can make.
Great.
I think he has no choice but to work for Levistus, but that does not mean he has to work with the rest of us. And largely, I think that's what he's been doing. He's just been trying to rule the roost.
Yeah, and that's why they've been at a stalemate for so long, because he's so busy being self-interested.
It's not very optimal, yes, I agree. He wants to be in charge before he wants any progress to be done. God forbid, Levistus forbid, anyone make progress that isn't him. Anyone garner any respect that isn't him or through him.
See, the more we talk about this, the more I feel like this is just the right path.
Mm-hmm.
If that is what you believe, I will.
Pack your bags. Let me know if you need any help. I mean, I won't personally pack your bags, but if you maybe need
Yes, no, I'd rather not go through my stuff, but
some
if
resources.
the sled outside is yours, right? That would be very useful in relocating back to the care. It
Yeah.
will take some time to move our entire shop over there, though I suppose I can get a head start. I'll pack light, and then we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
And then just over the next couple of weeks, we'll slowly relocate over here. I'll get. Originally, I always told Allie that it was going to be a temporary relocation, and then over the years, I think maybe she started to think it's not going to be. So there's always the chance that I can convince her. Yet it's like, yeah, I told you it was temporary.
Awesome.
I will speak to her on that matter. Yeah, very well then. I will. Do you need anything else before I head back down?
Nope.
Very well. All right. Pleasure doing business with you. And she walks back downstairs.
Okay, step 1. Step 2. We need to go back to the care and talk to Davros again. She's probably not gonna love that, but you know, I've got questions.
I love a checklist.
Makes things so simple.
Do you think only have one? Is she expecting us to leave the sled? How the hell we get back?
No, you've got like 2 days. If you want to tell her, it's like, hey, we'll be back to pick you up in like a couple days. Because with the sled, it only takes an hour to go to and from the place. You can literally go back and forth. You can do everything in a day.
Okay, let's take the sled back, and then when we get back, maybe I'll send like an envoy, like send somebody to take a cart over.
Delegating. I like it.
Yeah. There's no reason that we have to go back and forth. It's just moving wares.
Sure. Wares, people, same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Are you all going back?
Yes.
Gotcha. All right. You all head back to Care Dinner Hall. And you wanted to speak to Avarice, correct?
Correct. My dear Avarice. My
Sweet
sweet
lady.
angel.
Heaven must be missing an angel. Yes, you see Avarice is back in her workshop and says, "That was suspiciously fast. I can't imagine you achieved your goal."
I concocted a plan that maybe I would like to hear your opinion on.
Oh, very well. She stops what she's doing and turns to face you.
I
It's
think
like being in a vice principal's office with her.
well, I was thinking, after meeting with Corey, she seems like a really nice gal.
Yes, she's lovely.
I thought maybe, she could be a good candidate for, taking a leadership position here. She informed me that Kelderoth had kind of pushed her out because she had started to garner some favor.
Yes, I remember. I was outweighed, unfortunately, in that decision to keep her here. Hethel also volunteered to have her be sent to Dinnerval, though I believe Hethel's vote was largely, I don't want to say good-hearted, but mission-hearted, in that Hethel believed that she did possess a great amount of skills to benefit the cult in tracking down the Dwergar if there were Dwergar activities in that area. And
Right.
I believe that too, but I don't believe she should have been sent away to do it. I believe we could have sent a number of people there.
Great. So we're in agreement that, it'd be nice to just have her back here.
Yes, it would be very good to have her back. I miss her deeply. She says this in like the most like monotone face as well.
Yeah.
Like she doesn't do expression
She
well.
doesn't
And she's
emote.
like, "Yes, she is my best friend."
Well, I want her back here, but I am concerned about Kelderoth, how he is, plotting
Yes, I know
against
deeply
her
about this.
and trying to push her out again, or even worse. I would hate for any harm to possibly come to her.
No harm could possibly fall upon her.
Is that so?
Yes, I would kill every person in this building, including you, if something would happen to her.
See, that's fair. I feel a general inclination to protect her as well. She seems like a good egg.
She's the best egg.
Right. So I think that it would be in everybody's best interest if, we kill Kelderoth and move forward without him.
Moving forward without Kelderoth would be greatly difficult. Oh. You wish to seat her in Kelderoth's place.
Correct.
That would still leave us lacking some of the requirements, as no one would be taking Hethel's place.
What did Hethel really do around here other than, I know she was the spiritual person, but what were her other responsibilities?
She was a community leader before anything else. She's been in this region for longer than Kelderoth and longer than I. So many people looked to her. She provided counsel to those who were troubled. She provided foresight and an advisement on whether something would be good or bad. She wasn't as much of a planner as Kelderoth was. Kelderoth often devises the plans. She can give way on whether or not something is good or bad. She is good at rallying the troops. She was also in charge of making sure that everything was running well here, or well, I say keeping stock, but in recent years, Kaldaroth has taken more of that mantle on himself, keeping inventory, making sure the numbers are all right. So you see that Kaldaroth is very much more the business end of
Mhm.
everything. It's like he's running the books, he's making the plans.
He wants like just overseeing every little nuance.
He's running over. He's oversee. He's gotten himself to where he's overseeing all of the things that can make things happen.
Mhm.
Whereas Hethel kind of ended up running the things that just made people happy, or just made people content. Of like, Ethel was in charge of, this isn't actually the case, but like office birthday parties and stuff like that, when in actuality, what she was supposed to be in charge of, on top of all that, was just like making sure that everybody is getting the rest that they need, making sure that everybody isn't getting stiffed on supplies, making sure that the money is being allocated. It's checks and balances, basically. So basically, if one person wants to do one thing, the other person has to be in agreement with it, or they have to veto against it. Which is why there has to be 3 leaders.
I feel that we ought to, we'll bring Corey in, and perhaps we host like an actual election where, rather than us voting, maybe like the people can, like the troops can choose someone among them to elevate.
You wish to have the troops choose their spiritual leader. They're basically their representative.
Maybe
on
not
the
so
council.
much a spiritual leader, but somebody that, they
That
trust
represents
and,
them.
Yeah.
Yes. Interesting. It would certainly save us the trouble of finding an individual to do that.
I feel like finding an individual to do that, like hand picking, wouldn't really serve our purposes here very well, and I don't think it would make the troops very happy either. Giving them some agency would probably be pleasing.
A sort of union leader as well.
Yeah.
Yes, Kaldaroth would not like a union.
Yeah, well, it seems like Kaldaroth is running a really terrible ship here, so we need some restructuring.
Do you have anyone in mind yourself that you could put forth as a candidate?
Not his assistant. Unless that's who they want. But his assistant seemed a little ditzy. I don't know if he'd be... Well, I guess maybe he could do the job, kinda, in a weird way, if they all like him. Surely there's someone among them that already has earned, like, the respect of a lot of them, or a majority of them.
You mean Thoob, his assistant?
Mm-hmm.
Thoob is a sadistic little klutz, but yes, I think
You
he
say his
might
name
be.
is Thoob?
Yes, Thoob.
Okay, cool.
Thoob. Yes, he's a klutz. I can imagine Keldaroth would want to appoint him as a puppet, but I would also say that he has a bit of the ear of, well, I don't know if he has the respect of the general troop alliance. But I don't think that they fear him either. So he might just be the perfect person to instill as a patsy for that position. Very well, I'm on board. What do you need from me?
About the Dwergar.
Yes?
It seems to me, according to Corey, they're gathering things from down there, and there seems to be resources also being concentrated in Lonelywood, and I was wondering if you had any spies there.
Why would you assume I have spies? You mean the cult spies or me specifically?
Just in general.
The cult has spies. We have some individuals. We have many hands in many places. Over to the west, we have, I think, fewer concentrated resources. And she kind of like opens like a drawer and like rifles through some papers. They're very sparse and very like. I can't validate the thoroughness of these reports, seeing that these are copies from Kaldaroth of reports that were given to him.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, it does seem that there is a lot of resources being allocated. A lot of lumber is being moved through Lonelywood. And I think you also recall that there was also a lot of lumber being allocated in Goodmead. There was like a big lumber thing going on down there with the guy whose head you smashed in.
How could I forget?
Yes. And then it's like, yes, there's a lot of lumber being acquired from the lumber towns in the region. Though we have largely been unable to track where they have been going, it seems. We can always tell when they ship out. The lumber from Goodmead seems to make it to East Haven, and then we lose track of it. And then the lumber from Lonelywood makes it to the farthest we were able to track it to was Targos, and then we lost track of it. Though mostly we seem to lose track of it in Tourmaline.
Might there be is there like anybody around here who, might have a teleportation circle working?
You want to make an insight check?
You can make an insight check. You can make an insight check if you want. Thank you for asking.
I really wanted insight when she was like, why would you assume I have spies?
Is that what you're doing insight check on?
Yeah.
What'd you get on your insight check?
16?
Oh. No.
Did it roll?
It rolled an 8.
Mine did?
Yeah.
Right. I didn't get to see the dice.
I'm sorry.
It's not fair. There was a very serious look, or she's very unexpressive in a certain way, but there's a certain menace that developed behind her face when she was asking if you meant her or the cult in general.
Okay.
I don't think that she's picked up that you have heard that she's got spies, but she's definitely it almost gave the vibe of if they know I have to kill them. I don't necessarily know. It's unclear if that would have been the response of if I tell you I'll have to kill you, but there was definitely it was definitely one of those vibes of just it's in her mind it's bad if you know something. And I think you find that funny. And I think maybe, or not funny, but I think you find that interesting in the sense that she has resources that are not the cult's.
Sure.
But just kind of, but I guess she's already told you it's her goals align differently.
Yeah. They don't know. We know. They know. We know.
Well.
I'm checking right now. She herself does not have the
Dang it.
Does not have the ability to do that. But let me see if there are resources.
We need a wizard.
She is a wizard. She's just not 7th level,
We need a different wizard.
or she doesn't have 7th
Oh.
levels. She doesn't have 7th level spells.
Dang it.
I will also say this: the teleportation spell works based on like how familiar you are with the location.
Yeah.
I don't think she's been there before.
Dang it. Yeah, you have to like have you have to like set a teleportation circle there. I'm
No,
pretty
I mean
sure.
you can teleport there if you've been there before. And when you do it, there's a chance that the teleportation circle that develops when you do it becomes permanent, or otherwise it's just
Oh, the way I remember reading it is you had to like take 30 minutes to like copy down the thing and then
the spell instantly
be there.
transports you and up to 8 willing creatures that you can see within range, or a single object that you can see within range to a destination you select. If you target an object, it must be large or smaller. It can't be held or carried by unwilling creature. The destination you choose must be known to you, and it must be on the same plane of existence as you. Your familiarity with the destination determines whether you arrive successfully. The DM rolls a D100 and consults the teleportation outcome table and the explanations after it. So if you roll, you're on target if you roll a 1 or a 1 to 100. Linked object. Oh no! If you have a permanent circle, it doesn't matter what you roll. You just go there.
Yeah,
I
that's
see.
what I was talking about.
Permanent circle means a permanent teleportation circle whose sigil sequence you know. Linked object means you possess an object taken from the desired location within the last 6 months, such as a book from a wizard's library. Very familiar is a place you have visited often, a place you have carefully studied, or a place you can see when you cast a spell. Seen casually is a place you have seen more than once, but which you aren't very familiar. Viewed once or described is a place that's described to you, which would probably fit here. False destination, a place that doesn't exist. Perhaps you tried to scry an enemy's sanctum, but instead viewed an illusion, or you are attempting to teleport to a location that no longer exists, like if you were to teleport to Targos.
It doesn't exist?
Yes, I think
Y'all wiped out the map?
I think this has come up by now because you've been traveling around. Targos is gone.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Like-
Keegan lived there.
I think I feel really shitty that apparently that hadn't come up already because I could have sworn I've had it in my notes for so long. We've done a couple of sessions at this point, and I think I was just waiting for you guys to ask about Targos, and because I think I just kept saying you guys were there with what happened with Targos, and I think you guys always just thought like, yeah, I guess Oral was there, but nobody ever asked like what happened with Targos. And I was just waiting to be like, it's gone, dude. It's all gone.
Oh no.
Wow.
But yeah, I think she's describing to you. It's like the farthest I would have been able to get you, or the farthest our resources would have been able to get you is Bryn Shander or Targos. But after Targos was demolished, any attempts to teleport there have been moot. So I think our means of getting there have been destroyed. We do have some means. They're a bit costly of getting you to Bryn Shander, which is the town you kind of all started in, except for Shan. It's like the capital of the region,
Right.
but it's also big town. All of you guys are wanted. Maybe not the best spot.
Yeah. Sounds like we're just gonna have to trek again across the ice.
Well, I mean, if you want to go to Bryn Shander, that's half the trip done.
I don't want to deal with people.
Yeah, how deep in it would we be teleporting? We'd have to hightail it out of there.
We have a base located in a warehouse in the western area of Targos.
Because we're wanted, so.
Yes, I'm aware.
What happened in Targos is very damning for you all.
We didn't do
I
it.
don't. Yeah, we didn't.
I didn't say that you did.
I want on the record that most of the time when I'm accused of doing something, I didn't do it.
She's writing this down. Okay.
I'll admit to when I'm guilty. I'll own it.
She admits it. She writes that down. I'll write that down.
Write that down.
But yes, you've spoken to Avers here, and you know she and Corey have agreed to your plan of eliminating Calder, of like getting your own house in order before you start trying to tackle somebody else's.
Yeah.
She's agreed to that. She's on board. She has no means of getting you all the way to your destination. There will be some difficulty in getting there. I'm not just going to let you get there. But you get to make the choice of, do you want it to be sort of a stealthy, we got to like sneak through town and shit, or more of a, we'll take the long route, but nobody will see
No
us.
stealth here. There's no stealth.
What? Name one time. Name
They're-
one
Don't
time.
look
there's
at
no
me.
They're not going back to jail. I'm most certainly not going back to jail, and they're not going back to jail, so I'd rather just have a little camping weekend
You'll
in the
never
snow.
take me alive.
I get to decide who goes back to jail, not you. If I say you're going to jail,
No!
you better good and goddamn well thank me. Be like, thank you, DM. Thank you for more movie.
No. No more jail. Unless we're
You
breaking Kai
wanted more
out.
movie. You
When,
wanted more movie, and now it's Shawshank.
when do we get to the part where we break Kai out? Or Kai breaks
Do you wanna
himself
break-
out?
Do you want to go break Kyle? Is it a detour you want to take?
Where's Kai?
You guys, if
How
you guys
far?
just want to do things, you can do things. They don't have to be part of the plot.
I want to break Kai out, too. Let's get our house in order, and then maybe we can use the house resources to get Kai out. They got me out, after all.
Yeah, you know that there's somebody in there. There's at least a couple of operatives in there.
Hey, Avarice,
Yes.
do you know of any, or how I would get into, like, contact with people that are, working at the edge of the world? What the fuck is it called?
Revel's End.
Revel's End.
Oh, the prison.
Yeah.
Yes, I believe most of those come through. They would have gone through Hethel. Most orders get delivered out through Hethel, though now that she's gone, that would be a Keldroth situation.
Ugh.
Unless there was a way for Levistus, you could tell Levistus to directly contact an individual who was there, though I am unclear on how plugged in he is with where our troops are.
It seemed like it took a while to get me out of there, so I don't know how
Yeah,
cut and dry that would be.
I'm thinking about it like that. Upon thinking about it, like it took a while for them to get somebody to get you out of there. They couldn't just break you out, and also, kind of all you got was a note, and it wasn't instant. So you think
Yeah.
that Levistus doesn't know who is in the prison, only that they have resources there. So he probably had to contact somebody here to get a message there to have them send a message to you.
Maybe I could just go pick him up on like Uber and
Uber and is that a southern thing?
I don't follow.
I mean, and on wheels, and on
And
Dog.
Express.
Wheels would be
and
horrible in
Ren.
the snow. You want a sled?
No, my Wolf is a 2-seater.
Oh, I see.
You would go alone to the prison?
Well, I don't know. I feel like it would require some subtlety. Honestly, it would be something I'd have to discuss with Levistus because I don't even know how I would begin to do an operation like that.
Subtlety after going alone. After just saying that subtlety and stealth is not your forte.
Exactly. That's why I need to consult with the higher power.
I don't know.
Maybe we can find out from Kelderoth before we kill him who his people are.
True.
He's probably got a list.
Um,
I'm sure Kelderoth doesn't know any like people's names. He has a list, I'm sure.
maybe I can have him like send orders or something. And then
If hey,
that
if
was
your
so
plan
easy.
works out, you send orders.
Right.
Is that not the point of the plan?
Yeah, that is the plan. I thought that
Am I misunderstanding something?
nope. I think I'm just a little, there's a lot of balls in the air right now.
They should not be in the air.
Lonan looks up.
Uh,
Where?
it's
That's frivolous and unnecessary. They should not be in the air.
sorry. Yeah, hopefully Corey will be here soon and we can get the ball rolling on this situation.
Corey will be here soon. Do we need somebody to go pick her up?
Yeah.
Very well then. I will use some of my sway to have somebody go retrieve her. I don't trust Kelderoth to do that.
Thank you.
She like packs up some of her stuff, puts a lot of her stuff like in a drawer, and then locks it and says, "Let's go." As she gets on the boat and like sits down, expecting one of you to row.
Animal row.
Work those muscles.
She's got the skills to pay the bills.
Heave.
Yeah, you see, she emerges from this place and goes to find like some of the people that she knows that like she has sway over,
Mm-hmm.
and she gives them this order, and they're looking at her very much like, "Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Of course, ma'am. 100%." It's like they're talking to like the vice principal. It's like, of
How
course.
often does she come out of her little hermit hole?
You see a guard standing nearby says, "Not very often. Usually only when there's like important leadership discussions that need to be made, or any large ventures that we take."
He's been down there for weeks.
Yes, usually we have to bring her food and check to see if he's still alive. But I believe being down there is where she prefers. I don't know how she gets her information though. She's very plugged in for somebody who's holed up so as often as she is.
Yeah, I wonder.
I'm sorry, I missed it. Who was speaking?
A
Just like
guard.
one of the guards that was nearby.
I was
Like you're in the courtyard right now.
Ah! Well, should we do this now?
If you want, we can wait till the others get back.
That's true. It's kind of all set up at this point.
All we need to do is do.
Yep.
So, somebody write down, one of you guys write down, because my notes aren't here.
Okay.
I think it would be best if you write down what your guys' the priority list you guys talked about, of like, priority 1, done. You've got
You got Avarice and you got Corey on board. Priority 2, get Calderoth out. Priority 3, instill Corey in Calderoth's place. Priority 4 is,
Get to Lonelywood?
if you want to go to Lonelywood, you can go to Lonelywood.
Is that where we were headed?
What was number 3?
Put Corey in power.
Oh yeah.
Put Corey in power. Priority number 4, actually, replace Hethel.
Yeah.
That seat cannot be vacant.
Oh yeah, we gotta do the. We gotta
However
do
you
the
want to go
election.
about doing that. Priority 5 is either Lonelywood or there's still the Dwergar influence going on in Konig that Corey was talking about, but nobody's ever done anything about. So it's kind of just up to you, whichever you want to do. You have 2 directions. The one that Corey was talking about, you have Lonelywood, which has been kind of present for a while.
That was mentioned a long time ago.
Long time ago.
Where was the
Lots
direct-
happened since those days.
Where was the Dwergar? Or where in?
Konig, Care Konig, where Corey is currently stationed. There's been a lot of like hidden thievery, like invisible thieves stealing like seemingly unrelated items. There's no like logic to it. People think it's dwarves or something else happening. She's pretty sure it's Dwergar.
Wrote it all down. The notes have been notated.
Alrighty. And with that, we will wrap up this plotting session. And Snorp is still in Konig.